Just a little warning, this podcast does contain some crude language. If you're easily offended, this is maybe not the podcast for you. Fat bar. On a bar. Millionaire. Short breed. Cycling. SPL, EPL, Highland League, sausage roll, sledging, Duncan salmon. Sports. Who the fuck are you? Yeah! Episode 259. Sorry, 258. You fuckers missed in last week. So it's 258.
Whose fault was that?
Whose fault was that, Michael?
Yours.
No, really.
Because you've done it through me.
Nope.
Nah. Need somebody for the buttons.
258 episode Massey quiz this week.
So I'm going to give you the goal scorers in the order the goals were scored, and you've got to give me. I'll give you a point for each team. I'll give you a point for the competition, and I'll give you 2 points for the year. So you've 5 points up for grabs. Okay. I'll come clear once I start.
I'm confused already.
So you get
crack on.
So 2 points for the game. So you get, or is it?
So for you tell me here.
So I'm going to give you goal scorers in the order the goals were scored in this particular game. And all you've got to do is give me the two teams that were involved in the game.
As such, two
the
teams.
Occasion, so the competition,
That's 1 point.
and the year.
So it's 4 points for each question.
No, you get 2 points for a year.
Oh, 2 points for the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get 2 points for the two teams, so a point each for and then a point for the competition.
So we'll do a 2-1-2 formation.
So here we go.
2-1-2.
They'll become clear here. So Bet, Cooper, Durant, Hewitt, Faulkner, Fleck. I'll get it one more time. Bet, Cooper, Durant, Hewitt, Faulkner, Fleck. Now they are in order of how the goals were scored. You can't fit them on about new, do you know?
Aye.
You understand the premise.
Oh, the year.
Right, on to the next team.
Yes.
Rossi, Tardelli. Oh, fuck, how do you pronounce that? Alobelli. Alobelli. Breitner. Rossi, Tardelli. Alobelli. That's it. Alobel. Yeah, Alobelli. Breitner.
It's good, I like this. It's good. It doesn't have to get you thinking.
Hate it.
It's difficult to...
I'll give you the spelling. It's Alobelli for the third goal scorer there. Albelli, maybe. Rossi, Tardelli, Albelli, and Breitner. 13. Cantona, Hughes, McClare. Cantona, Hughes, McClare. I thought it was going to be easy, but you boys are, It's good. It's good that it's semi-tough. I'm sure a lot of folk out there will be getting these. Somebody will be good at this. So Cantona, Hughes, McClare. I'll give you a tiny wee clue. I can you hate clues. Both Cantonas were pens.
Okay.
way off a mark with that.
Fourthie, Loudrup, Jury, Calhoun, Jury.
Say scorers again, sorry.
Loudrup, Jury, Calhoun, Jury.
What the hell?
I was actually going to give you, Ken, when I did the subject, I was going to give you something at the start, and I decided at the last second to give you, so it's maybe made it harder.
Aye.
If I'd give you it would have been a clue at the start. I should have maybe give it to you.
Tough.
Number 5. Mendonca, Quinn, Phillips, Mendonca, Quinn, Rufus, Summerby, Mendonca.
Which goals was that?
Mendonca, Quinn, Phillips, Mendonca, Quinn, Rufus, Summerby, Mendonca.
It's good. It's difficult. Got to close your eyes, right? To concentrate.
You get points because
you
players
get-
kind of give the clubs a
aye.
lot, but
It's just guess though.
whether you can get
The rest of it, no.
Got something doing, but
So I was
it's Clive Mendonca, was it?
right. You're all finished writing doing it before I say this.
Uh-huh.
So what I was going to say at the start was these are all famous finals. Would that kind of help?
That's fine. No, I've got mine are.
So Bet, Cooper, Durant, Hewitt, Faulkner, Fleck.
Scottish Cup final.
Scottish
Scottish
Cup
Cup
final.
final.
Aberdeen Rangers.
Aberdeen Rangers.
87.
85.
78.
So it was a League Cup final, and it was 87 Rangers Aberdeen.
Yes.
3.
2. You get
It's quite a famous League Cup final, isn't
87.
87.
87.
It's
Don't
2
just-
years, 2 points for that.
2 points for a year,
Aye.
shit. Aye.
Point 4.
So Rossi, Tardelli, Albelli, Breitner.
Well, I've got it wrong, and I went Italy, Germany, World Cup 90.
Italy, Germany, World Cup 82.
I wrote AC Milan Bayern European Cup final.
Italy, Germany, World Cup final 1982. Tardelli, the famous Ken Finney run away.
Celebration.
I kind of in a goal, but it was the third boy who's flying me. I just
yeah.
like thinking, it's obviously the international team.
Full sweep, I don't know.
Yeah.
I fucked up with him a year.
Got text. I fucked it up.
So next team was Cantona, Hughes, McClare.
I wrote Man United Crystal Palace FA Cup final 94.
I've got 94 FA Cup. I've got Man United, but I put Wimbledon for some reason.
United Cup Winners' Cup.
That's what I initially had.
Nah.
Mark
So-
Hughes when he scored
Fucked
that.
it. Aye.
It was United v Chelsea in the FA Cup final in 1994. Oof. It was 4-0.
You've clean sweep there, Mike?
No, I got Palace. I put Palace out to got 4 points there.
So the next team was Loudrup, Jury, Calhoun, Jury.
Rangers Hearts.
Scottish Cup final.
98.
2000.
95.
So it was Rangers v Hearts in the Scottish Cup final 1996.
1 year out.
1 year out.
3.
3.
And Mendonca, Quinn, Phillips, Mendonca, Quinn, Rufus, Summerby, Mendonca.
Charlton Sunderland.
I put
Championship playoff 2000.
I put Sunderland 05 FA Cup.
I wrote Man City Coventry playoff final 97.
So it was Charlton v Sunderland in the playoff final in 1998.
Playoff.
The year's the hardest bit, innit?
Probably, I would say that's the most famous playoff final.
Aye.
It was back and forth. I think it went to penalties in the end.
Good in, like that.
Aye, it was good.
10 points.
12.
10,
12.
17.
17.
That's a shame. Change it next week.
I love it if somebody wins, get me a pen, they're like, put the pen out to me. Can like count down, when they've got
But you've got a conundrum.
Poof, 8.
We're at the same thing. What circle we're scored to it?
You got a circle. Let's go.
Circle, it came from where I-
Some folk just do a line below it.
Nah, you got
The circle's got to
you got to be a circle, a total up in it.
especially the total. The total needs
the
a
total
circle.
needs a circle.
And if you're just pointing aside it, there's no circle around them. Just a circle around the end.
I put circles around the scores
So do
outside
I.
and I look.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm the same. Mate.
That's unnecessary.
No, differentiates.
Separates the quiz for the score.
It's very good.
Yep. Good stuff.
It's a must.
That's like it was not bad.
It's good.
A thinker.
So has Abby fine?
Aye, great, mate.
Aye, fine. Aye.
What's Abby been up to the last fortnight?
We'll start with you. You've been away on your travels.
I've been away on a stagger. It's good fun. So yourself?
Is it a case if it happens in Stagger,
Stagger
bites
stays.
in Stagger? Like,
Not too bad. Ken. I was boys. It was like mid-40s.
Nah, the hell-raising.
50s. Ken. So there's no
Hell-raising.
hell-raising going on. Like so.
mature Stagger.
A mature stagger. So we left Legion here on was it Monday afternoon. Got Chugs dressed up. He was dressed up in a air hostess uniform. So had a few pints here into the airport. Texted Johnny saying we're all coming in and get pints ready. So arrived and pints was already at the airport for us. So, but I think we told Chugs to kind of come back in the drink, like because I think they were keeping an eye on him.
Aye.
But eventually got him on the plane. Got him here. Off the plane at the neighbour hotel. The hotel was fine. It was really cheap, but it was a not bad hotel for we paid for it.
Aye.
So we out at night, made an arse out, come back about back at 3. Next day Abby was a bit ropey. So we just lay about the pool. That was about it for that day, kinda waiting for waiting for Reggie and Coco to arrive. They were arriving that night. So we're doing the Old Town for supper, went to an Indian restaurant, had food there, then went doing this bar street kind of thing, and it was a good crack. Like,
It's good.
I'll be fair. Went to this bar, Vegas bar, and there was this boy singing. He was amazing at singing. Like, and he had a flat cap on, and he was walking by, and I think he was singing Bob Marley. So he was bouncing about, and so and then he sung Nessun Dorma.
Aye. Bob Marley and Nessun Dorma.
I had a hat up in my chest.
Talent.
Somebody at the table goes to, I think it was Phil, and goes, does this song mean son to you? Because it's a fucking World Cup 1990.
Fucking best song ever.
That's brilliant.
So that was it was second night, was it? Chugs bibbled the second night because we put him in a Rangers top.
Oh, God's almighty.
I did that to dog, mate.
Just no way. Like,
Nah.
So he said, I'm not fucking wearing it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Chunk goes, right, get him 3 whiskies. So got him 3 whiskies, and he down the first, and he fucking brought it back up. He goes, just give the Rangers top in. But he was setting it on fire on the hand during the night and stuff like that.
Good lad.
So
that's worth.
it's quite tame. The next morning was golfing. 3 of the lads turned up with tattoos in their fit. We Chuck Stagger 2025. Lads in their 50s.
I thought we were past that. No.
Oh dear.
So he was playing golf.
super.
I think there's only 5.
How many made it?
5 boys finished 18 holes.
Aye.
I think Phil Strachan done 4 holes. I think Wayne done 9. And a few other boys done 9. Aye. So we're back to the clubhouse, and we're supposed to have a boat trip in the afternoon.
Sacked it.
Activities sound great when you're planning, but once you get in among a drink, it's just fuck that shit.
Fuck that.
Caper.
Drink.
Especially golf in a
Tire in the heat.
150 degrees, Ken.
She's wired into heel.
So we just paid a deposit for the boat trip. So went back. I emailed the guy saying, look, due to folk feeling unwell, we have to cancel the boat trip, blah, blah. Phone call. So for fuck's sake. So that was fine, because all the money that we still due the boat, we just put in a kitty.
Oh, yeah.
So
Tidy.
Wednesday night was
Fair night.
a fair night. Again, we went for supper. Then we watched the Aberdeen game in a pub. A few boys went home quite early because they were still fucked for night at 4. Then Thursday, again went to the poolside. Phil Strachan came down with a pair of shorts and like a Baywatch kind of float thing for Chugs to put on. So he put it on in the pool. It was dissolvable balloons.
That's a How long did it till you twigged?
He was in the pool for about 5-10 minutes, and Mark Robertson was behind him, and he was just nodding like, that's it, done
That's it.
now. Like, so came out and he's bars and that. So somebody threw his shorts back in the pool, and the pool was like 3.5 metres deep. It was quite a deep pool, so he had to jump back in with a tool and go all the way down and get his shorts and stuff. So that was
proper shorts.
Aye. Then the afternoon we went on the beer bikes. That was a good crack. Like
Beer bikes.
beer bike.
Sitting at a table at 8 or
I
something.
was 6 and 6.
Aye.
I was at the end because I was DJ, and Phil Strachan was in the middle. He was doing the barman, and we just fucking blared our tunes, got down the tune. So that was a good crack. Like, but he was now Chugs was now willing to wear his suit that day, so I got my t-shirt and a dress later on. But he wore his.
That's be fucking him getting options.
Ken, folk are arranging me. I'm like,
you don't get options.
no. So he wore his gimp suit in the night.
Aye.
We went at night, and he wore his gimp suit, like, so that was fun, like, because Wayne Stewart kept him pulling out of his heat, and he could hardly breathe. You just see the leather going in and out his new, like. So it was fine. It was fine. It was a good crack. Everybody seemed to enjoy themselves. So be a few sad faces on Friday. He was coming home in the flight, so I got home Friday afternoon. So home and straight on and washing and stuff like
Aye.
that. So it was fine.
Fine to get the boys together after that.
It was a good crack. Like, it was a good crack. It's not very often it happens. Like, so looking forward to his wedding now, but.
Fun to win.
A week on Saturday.
Oh.
Quick turnaround.
Aye. So it'll be a good crack.
The Stagger.
Stag, we didn't really him.
No.
Nah. Just hit one. Get it done with. So, and I didn't get Blackening either. So,
Aye. That's an old thing, innit?
aye. Especially at our age.
I need to get him.
Past.
Well, that's a divorce. Straight away if you don't get blackened.
There's no molasses going down your throat and you're spewing.
Oh, no. Worse.
How many boys have been nail or some of the
We was
Blackness
bastards.
we've
We were,
Aye.
Ruthless.
I was
Hero.
reading Paul, Stephen Whitey's in,
Aye.
and Dog. Main Dog was roughing for a night of 4, and he spewed in the pail and threw it back on
Blew on something,
Whitey.
aye.
I hate blackening.
Aye, see that, the molasses is.
Molasses, just then it
Smell
sticks.
it.
You
Aye.
can't get to your armpit.
Smell it for you.
Aye.
Days after.
Especially with us cunts, we're putting our hands in and doing, putting in folks'
folks'
moves.
food,
Sardines is the worst.
Aye,
Get
it's your
up your
order.
nose.
Fishes.
Fish is you order, innit?
Fish eyelids, fuck it, right.
You need a white tie Vex suit for that kind of
Aye,
occasions, do you?
100%.
Aye, suit and booted up.
That's
So.
cheating.
Aye, is it?
It's cheating. They let the bride and groom put
Get
all that shit
changed.
on new, Ken.
Ah,
That defeats the purpose.
Aye.
just get him from the shopping in Tesco again.
Proper on a hop.
Proper on
Aye.
the hop.
Their best gear.
Aye.
Fuck you.
Depends out some things that because my uncle Bruce's blackening for he took off of mine over a dike and he was chased all the way down till we got him doing it to our show again, and it was just he just was not for like being caught. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Old school blackenings.
Oh, aye. Proper and you chase folk
Chase
for
folk
miles.
for miles.
I got a fair distance. Like,
Aye,
I just mind fucking. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting watching my TV.
that's right.
And I can't.
I mean it.
For order it was in. It was guys.
Guys and Steve, ain't
Shit,
you? Aye.
No, I was there.
Fuck you, he's doing here. He's just all running by a window. I goes,
Aye, I
the
done.
fuck is that? And then it just clicked. Oh, no way.
That was a goodie.
I says, I'll come. I'll come.
Away.
So I'm just walking. Whoosh, whoosh, shot off. But Parker was chasing me. Ken
Aye.
was running like up
Marathons, aye. Never gonna walk. He's never gonna tire.
We do. We was sitting at home. We had a wedding photographer room. It was Cookie's wife at the time. She's doing
Karen,
photos. So sitting there and was going through ideas of the photos, and was just looked at the window and this fucking truck arrived, and I was like, fuck. So I was in the kitchen. It was in the kitchen, and Abby kind of just left me. I thought, fucking bolted. So I ended up doing like hurdles with the gear in Arden. Eventually I got caught 5-6 houses doing
I
like
think I mind that. Aye.
blue truck. Was it Heroes blue truck?
Oh, bout of been.
I think it was.
Mine, there was one of them. He threw a egg in my window. My window was open that much. I went straight in the car, smashed in the reef.
Your,
right,
your
aye,
gold
fuck.
306.
Aye.
What was that? I was doing a den
Doing a
again.
den.
What was that?
Just as I was coming down a hill, Hero just launched the egg and it went straight through the window. Fucking
Blackton was
hour.
that?
Boy, Mark fucking jumped up in a reef. I think I've told you the story before. He
No.
jumped up in his reef, and then they jumped up to get him, and then he jumped off, and he landed on like a tree. It had been cut. Snapped his ankle.
Oh,
So he's doing an aisle.
crutches. Blackening gone wrong.
Oh, wife's not happy.
No way.
Aye.
Climbing on a reef.
Why are you jumping off your reef?
Dead.
Just dark and blackening.
So that was weekend was very quiet for me, just porting about the house, walking the dog. It was fine day on Saturday, so I had a barbecue.
Oh, aye.
And so it's all right. We had a barbecue. I had one burger.
I just thought, I just need to take a staff shore, just in case somebody could have
The burger.
Aye,
One burger.
one burger.
There's no point. You got to clean the barbecue, and is it?
Why have you
only
had one
point
burger?
for one burger?
Well, one burger each with like 2-3 sausages each, a chicken skewer, a steak skewer,
Aye,
And-
that's more like it.
and a heap of salad and all
Now you're
that.
talking.
now you're talking.
Aye. I was worried it was you just
Said
saying
one burger.
Oh, no.
And a bap, aye.
Aye,
Aye,
and a
could be in a
bab,
bab.
cheese and fried onions and
The getting in the
Can
barbecue.
barbecue if you got gas? Or?
Gas.
Aye.
That's so an outdoor gas oven grill. And now barbecue. It's now barbecue.
Abdi's using gas now.
Nobody
You're prehistoric.
Proper folk use charcoal.
like a night I had
proper
we had
folk.
steaks a night, so I just fired on the barbecue.
That's no barbecue. You've just cooked them outside in a gas grill. That's all you've done. Then I start with that, Kate. Honestly.
So that was Saturday, Sunday.
I'd buy Pitters. That's gas. That thing. He cooks his burgers on.
flame grilled.
It's got a barbecue taste about it.
Probably doesn't clean his grill, you see.
Aye,
Aye, but it's for his taste will
Aye,
comfy.
keep the flavour.
Flavour.
aye.
Because I never clean my grill.
Do you know?
Never clean it. No.
Nah.
Heat burns
Keep
off
burns
and
everything off, but it gives you a fine coating. It's
So do you? You burn it first and then put meat on.
aye, yeah.
Aye, then I just put it straight on.
No. I need the thing up to temp.
Aye. So that was Saturday. Sunday, we had Chugs and Donaroons just going through last minute bits and bobs for their wedding. Making playlists and on for them for the dance and stuff. Then finished off Gangsa London, finished that, then started watching Animal Kingdom.
Oh, aye.
It's quite good, like it's based on like a family in California that are into like drugs and stuff like that. So
Aye.
started watching that. So fine quiet weekend after a heavy going week last week. Like so, looking forward to this weekend and next weekend, and I'll have a quiet June.
Yeah.
So maybe a sell shed.
Not much. Just usual fucking shenanigans. Cycling with Massey, Gary Duncan and Davy Lang Saturday morning. Ended up in a broch. It's probably the biggest symposium I've ever been in.
Aye, massive.
Was that in the church?
Is that a
Aye,
church?
right inside the church.
I
Chain, is
think
it?
on it at church as well. Should have seen him out of folk kicking out. It's a wifey's day thing, I reckon.
All right.
I thought Pope was coming in. I
Cones and security and kicking him out.
Aye.
It's like,
was
I
in
thought,
high vis and cones and moved through in a boot and I goes,
Serious?
what's happening? Like,
said the boys, what's happening today? Oh, ladies' day, they're busy. I was like, ladies' day at Kirk, what's all that getting involved? So, look busy, like. Tell you.
they weren't dressed very Christian, some of them, were they?
No, you should maybe. I was maybe thinking about getting involved in it.
Oh, okay, so that's
I quite like it actually.
sort of gate powers it, aye.
Stuff maybe went in for a longer news of the boy. Anyway, anyhow, that was good. So it was about 60 odd miles, 68, 67,
65 or
something like
something like that. Aye.
that was good. Bit of bluster up at the Brock.
That's breezy.
Been a coastal route here.
Ah,
Was that and
Rosehearty, then
Yobberdower.
Yobberdower, and then Cowbog.
up with the hill, Reed Hill?
Right, and then came by Cummingston.
Oh, aye.
And then after the
What's that back road car again? We went on.
Korsgacht.
No,
No.
it was not Korsgacht. It's the fuck the car again. Ach, that
Parfait.
escapes me. I'm negative. See, like, you came for Thompson crashed at a corner in the bridge.
Aye.
You can go straight up that hill. It's called
Bathangi.
Balfangi.
Balfangi, yeah.
Balfangi, yeah.
I was waiting for the crash that day.
Aye.
Was you?
Aye.
In the fog, right. He could have turned left into a big open park, but he turned right into the fucking massive
Bridge.
tree.
Oh, three.
Because there was a bit between the sign and
You've
the.
been involved in a few, or
Ah.
yeah?
There was a gap between the sign and the bridge, and we went right through fucking. That was another SRI smashed.
How many cars? Three,
Three,
four?
I think he had. Did he? Four,
He had a good go.
Four, maybe.
He
I
had a
think.
good go at trying to finish himself.
He fucking near killed himself on the last thing. Like,
Aye.
I was aside him for he fucking smashed it to bits.
He's through 5-6 of his life now.
Aye,
easy,
surely,
yeah.
easy.
Easy.
With a
You
leg and
any
a.
bad with the bike?
Eh?
I bet he crashed his bike a few times.
No, but he was.
Was that in at Bath and Arminter for the right angled bridge?
That's what he was.
That's what
we're gonna be.
Aye.
Oh, Balfangi.
Lean at Cummingston as well for he tore
Cummingston,
down
aye.
all that fence.
And then his leg.
He's broke his leg. I fucking broke it. So, yeah.
Have you had a smash in your car? You went into a park up beside up the list.
Towie, mine.
Towie.
Towie corner.
You went
Went
through
through
the
that
fucking
park,
gate.
man. Went through the gate. Absolute miracle.
Was that frost?
My dad crawled out at like 15 mile an hour in the frost
Aye.
and just went, get in the car.
If it was at your Peugeot.
My Nova.
Did we do good next time we found a distributor cap?
Found a cap, man. My dad had already getting and didn't speak for it. That's what I was trying to tell my kids the other night, that it was enough when it
Aye.
didn't need to say anything.
Aye.
Was you
Just-
5e Curtin, was you?
That's right, aye. Niche.
Is that for you? Or is it?
There's a woman involved in it.
Fucking your cock at Jenny from it.
Driving ice. Black ice.
Exactly.
I mean, I drove up to Lisa's in Knith, it was fucking blind drift.
I'll get her.
For you, fucking God,
Driving with a boner.
You'll always get her, won't
3
you?
hours to travel, Kevin. Fucking quick, I got
What have we gone home after, don't you?
I'll beat you on it. So I cycled there, and then I watched the bit of the Dons game. Cup final, FA Cup final. Football got cancelled. My refereeing got cancelled on Sunday.
Aye, Peterhead.
Peterhead, Huntley couldn't get a team together, so they forfeited the game. So I was like, fuck it, it's all right. Couldn't be asked going up to Peterhead anyway. So there were a fair few dramas Saturday night just in the house, so it was good.
Tennis,
No,
naps.
naps. No, Grey Goose. It's fine.
Oh,
A big bottle of that to turn through, so
It's good, isn't it?
Aye.
Smooth.
you know,
Just your Sally.
you know, 1.75. So
aye.
fucking magic. No, me and Lisa.
Do like
At least I was saying a few in it.
Lemonade.
Coke.
Coke.
Aye.
Aye.
What you
Slice of lime.
Come back to
Slice of
Aye.
lime.
Yes.
Slice of lime and some ice.
Aye.
We got. We didn't have bad.
Aye.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Just
for
tunes on.
Tunes on.
Me and Elaine used to do that all the time.
Aye,
you did, aye.
I fucking laugh with it.
Kids come daily. Why? He's Stephen.
Well, Erin was at bed. She was in bed at about midnight. Then Leo was at a party. He come in half canned as well. So he'd been up for a while as well. So every time.
You feed him some of Grey Goose, like.
No, he was. He'd had enough by then.
Aye.
And then, you little bastard, turned my Grey Goose from fucking him and his mates.
Party.
Party, little shitbags.
At the left, I buy Alpha.
They did, to be fair to them, aye. But they fucking went away with the good stuff, did they? Well, anyway, Sunday, so I didn't do anything on Sunday. Because I was supposed to hear refereeing, so I just dossed about. Kicked about for a few long walks and jobbies round about house and usual shit. Big boss man for tea.
Oh, aye. That was it.
Good.
Wait a while.
No bad. No, ordered it online.
Oh, aye.
Ordered it online, but at least I went doing for it. It's just a hell of a busy. Like,
Aye.
hell of
Is
a
this
busy.
that new place? That
Aye.
Big boss, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's that new?
new place aside the Symposium.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Aye, carry out place. Good. Really good.
Did you hear? Shawarma.
No, Erin had a shawarma. Lisa had a chicken wrap.
What's that?
It's just like a coated, like a kebab, but
It's like a kebab, but
it's
it's
chicken.
on your rotisserie thing rather than on your grill.
Oh, aye,
Aye.
I like the
Yeah.
horse meat.
Aye.
Aye, but it's just chicken horse.
Horse's chainnails.
Chicken horse meat.
glue.
Aye.
So Lisa had the wrap. What did Leo have? Can't remember if he had. I had a double cheeseburger. It was fine.
Been massive, was it?
It was good. Chips. And that was it, really.
Mhm.
Boring as fuck.
Aye.
Back to work Monday.
Quite in for this weekend, maybe.
I just a quiet. Not much happening this week. So.
No. Dunk.
Much really. Just Monday's New Orleans football, which is pretty good. Wednesday Celtic game wasn't great. Working a lot. Car disaster, to be honest. Gearbox gone, so couldn't fucking believe it when I got the bill. Like, so it's like, to be honest, it ended me for about a week. To be honest,
Aye.
just coughing up $2,500 for a gearbox. Just fucking savage. And the clutch was 6 months ago, £1,000.
Aye.
So that was it.
You get her on OnlyFans or something. Don't
Aye,
you pay
no,
that
fucking
shit?
right, aye.
Seen some
I went to my
days.
bed. It was one of those. Though I went to my bed at night. I just said to Abdeen, "He just leave me be." I says I went to my bed at like 7:30. I just had to switch off for the world, like, because I was fucking fuming.
That's one thing my wife dreads me.
Yeah, same.
It's a big bill.
Aye.
Hate to tell me about a big
Aye.
bill. Unexpected big bill.
Exactly, unexpected. Exactly.
And she'll tell me, and I'll be alright for a while, and then I'll start kicking off about wee things.
Exactly.
It's just
That's exactly what I'm like.
This is what I dreaded telling you about.
That's exactly what I got. She goes, I'm walking on eggshells because it's just like I'd set in my head like for some reason I went £1,000 on and under that as a boost, and then he went 2,500. Then last Wednesday, so she needed a car, so that was another thing. So I couldn't get to work. Then she's got kids' activities, so I was stuck in the house just period, which was just making me even more insane. And then the boy goes, we've been fucked over a few times, can you come and pay a deposit? So I'm thinking, again, a few £100. Yeah, that'll be the gearbox plus the VAT, so it'll be like £1,850 deposit. Fuck. And I was just like spewing. And then, like you said, then I started every little thing. Your money grows on trees. I'm like shouting at the birds, and eventually I just did the
insurance. No,
just
I've set a car on fire.
well, £3,500 in the last 7 months. It's only done 50,000 mile.
Kind of more, is it?
Focus.
Poof. Jesus.
I get hit with all that bills right after Christmas,
Huh?
January.
Car.
So my van went in for an MOT, and that was £1,200. And then with the change 2 tyres on a car, that's £1,000.
Yeah.
So 12. £2,200.
Fucking spewing it.
It's like, well,
Because I even thought about taking it back and just parking it and driving. Even though I had money, right, I was like, I'm just going to put about £500 a month. I've got it, just sit here.
Aye.
And then you went, it's ridiculous, Dunk, you need it. And then I just fucked without a second car, and I'm just like, I'll just need to buy it. Just the thought I ain't handing over money. Like, you want to buy something for £500 because it's too expensive, and then you're handing over $2,500 to fix your fucking car.
okay.
Nightmare.
So
It's like,
I seen her.
feels like money for nothing.
I did.
It's like holiday.
Well, to be honest,
Fucking is a holiday.
to be fair, because we were on holiday, that was it. I had the money saved for the spending money and all that. I wiped, obviously.
Yeah.
Fucking spewing. But anyway,
I seen a wifey this morning. She was selling her toenails for £600. She's putting it out here like
Selling our toenails.
and then the Dawn's just topped that and half of Wednesday and the weekend. So golfing at the weekend, and so hacked it round. Cooter. That was my first round, to be honest. And then McDonald's Saturday night. Mother was in Sunday. Some gardening. I was just staying at Abdi's Why, because it took me probably, I'd say it till a day till it's got I've got a car back. It's moved on. Money comes and goes, does it?
I see Dunk being like that Pablo Escobar meme, McInnes, just stunning.
No, it's
Look
no,
at his face.
God's honest truth, I was, because like I don't care if one just says like that's a lot of money. Yeah, this fuck. I was just like.
Doing a swing park and a swing outside.
how flush you are can definitely affect your mood. How good a mood you're in.
Because I was
flush, you're fucked.
because I was in a good place. And then
Never fucking flush.
then you
That's why you're a miserable bastard.
That's it, Dave.
but there was a lot of solo walks last week.
You're never flush though, because I mind my old boss Logan used to say, "More money, Mark, your standard of living just goes up accordingly, and you've still no money."
Still no money.
And then carry on. I was a texting Mike on Sunday night, and I goes, "I'm currently." This was 11 o'clock on Sunday night. I was a carry on my job offshore. If you've got air freight stuff, it's a big hoo-ha. So the engineer hadn't ordered whole size. So next thing, the job was totally screwed without it. This was Sunday. Ended up working for 4 hours, and then I'm like, next thing I'm at Screwfix in West Hill buying a whole saw. Next thing I'm in, or at the heliport, couldn't get stuff handed over. Back home again. Next thing, I've got a phone number for a boy I've never met in my life. I was going out onto the rig, and I've had to like appear back at 11 o'clock at night in Dice for he gets in his taxi can, and I'm standing there. This boy, like, I'm Dunk, I work for Petrofac, aye. Can you get Smart Doherty offshore, please? And I'm going, fit fucking idea, honestly. So Monday morning came, I just took my emails off my phone, so that's it. Told my boss, I says, after I finish work, I've finished work. But I had to do it because the job was, but I was just like, last week was
just an everyday wholesale, like.
Aye. Just a 40 mil wholesale for a disc board. I was just like, fuck yeah, now what am I doing? But we needed it, or a job would have just been at a standstill. And
adapt and overcome. So why are you getting 40 mil?
well,
Put your hole in the wall.
we're struggling to get for a 20. I couldn't get nothing bigger than a 25 offshore.
All you need is a fucking all style protractors, a compass, a compass for you spin it round.
And
So
just
you be at 40 mil and bore a heap of little holes.
I like it.
Either that or steel take up through it. Just patch it after.
You'd be doing wheel and muck at 40 mil. That's a big day. That's basically a big day.
You can patch it after though.
So if you think about weird, you're talking to a guy you never met or even spoke to a guy and never ever see him again, and you're like, Aye, are you Davey, aye? Aye. Standing outside the shop, Premier Shop in Victoria Street.
You can for a 40 mil hole, sir. It'll cost you. You got to tell that joke before you hand it over. It'll cost you.
It's a fair trade.
But did I give it the old, this is it. He's owe you a bar of chocolate for that. So that was it. So aye.
For yourself, Mass.
Pretty boring, actually, this weekend. Cycling with Shed. And
Oh, cheers.
that was exciting bit. Apart from Sunday night, but
Yeah.
That one's in there.
Sexy son.
Oh, right.
so just had a bit got home, had a spot of lunch and watched the Giro basically, and then watched the FA Cup final. And then I had a Sheelan tour.
Ooh,
Nice.
First thing I've had fucking in ages, like since my fucking car bill. My van bill. Is it? Aye. So had a jumbo fish.
Oh, aye.
Aye.
Jumbo fish. I boy, I was just a standard hard egg. Does he gotta go jumbo with you? Standards for fucking girls, isn't it? So it was fine, like aye. Can't
Chaser?
get chipper, can you?
Didn't
no,
have chaser,
no
no.
chaser. Had ice cream.
What
So if you're having ice cream, you don't have a chaser, do you? If you're having
Probably,
a dessert,
yeah.
you don't need a chaser.
I never had ice cream.
You must have sweeties.
Later on, I was watching the golf at night,
Oh, aye.
so it's just
I watched a bit of it.
basically sport a whole
Aye.
day, just
Yeah.
cycling,
Yeah.
watch the cycling, and then watch the fit bar, head my Sheelan tour, and watch the golf.
Great day.
So
Great
just
day.
a hell of a sport,
Aye.
high level sport.
You need
Apart from us
no,
cycling.
You need looking out the window to watch the tractor pulling in there.
Well, Kenneth, I was, I did, but I don't understand what's going on. So, Ronnie was here, Ken, so I had him up in my shooters for a while. He was watching it, but I wasn't getting paid.
15 quid again.
Is that what it is? Jesus! Watch a tractor pulling the sleigh, Ken.
It's got fucking weight, man. It goes
Aye, moves forward.
forward or back, is it?
Forward is because your weight goes closer to the back.
Back, then the front.
Tractor's up in 20 wheels, like, Ken. I
Fair
feel-
power in that thing.
Fair torque.
Whack.
Aye.
So, it must be like they must doctor an engine and shit like that.
Oh,
Aye, yeah,
it's
fucking
not-
who
you
the
wouldn't-
horsepower on
You
that,
wouldn't
aye.
use that for blue in the park.
Is it our Texas drag racing, Ken?
Well, the Americans say that.
Americans hate it.
They
Tractor pulling, aye.
Yeah.
Aye. So, I was going to
Saturday.
say something else about Saturday. Can't mind. So, Sunday, I took Ronnie and Demi swimming in the morning, 10 o'clock job. Wife was away cycling in Ellen, so I had the kids. And
She go herself.
Aye, she's a couple of lasses. She was going if it's Ethan Club, Ken and Ellen.
Ethan CC.
Aye,
aye.
so she's been going back and forth. She's like doing road, Ken bike handling skills and stuff just for beginners and that. And then she got in tow with a couple of lasses, so she goes cycling with them. She's actually doing a time trial at night, like.
Sure.
She's getting into it, like. So she was away doing that. So I seen them swimming, did the shopping, came back at my dinner, watched the Giro. It's fucking good. Like I do like watching the cycling. Bernal, fucking, that's a boy near deed. Now he's back, top 10.
Is that him running up theirs?
Runner Bears of the boss.
Aye.
Boss, you've seen some clips of him, Ken. He had the fucking neck brace and
Oh,
that.
he's a
Ken.
full body brace
Aye.
thing. Broke his
Okay,
back and I.
And now he's back. Fucking.
He
It was
gone
it
Bernal.
Sunday was Van Aert won.
Van
He's
Aert.
fucking. He's finished in a steep gun to a hell going through.
Ridiculous.
Mental. But he fucking sucked the wheel a hell by air.
Some boy worked out.
Boy Del Toro, he the Maglia Rosa, is it?
Pink jersey.
So because he was gone for the Maglia Rosa, they weren't going to fuck about talking. He was going in to get, because Roglic, he'd had a puncture and a pile.
All right,
so
okay.
he'd got well out in front of him. So
Yeah.
he was just gunning it.
Yeah.
Nae thinking, well, Van Aert was just on his wheel, so they weren't attacking turns.
No.
And then, but there was some discussions, but
Van Aert,
Van Aert was like, nah, fuck you, Ken. Because he's just come back for an injury, like.
but then he's not chasing. It's pressures on the boy.
Well, he's just gone for a stage. But the Del Toro boy, he's just a young boy. See, Ineos, I think he's Ineos. He's gone for a health thing, like so. So I suppose it worked for them both. They were both happy.
So fans that finish.
I think there's another week.
Another week, yeah. That's the final week. Yeah.
Is then Tour de France
tight,
after that?
like
Tour de France will start in July.
Start of July. Yeah.
Is it this year, next year? It starts in Edinburgh, or first it start?
2027.
27.
All right, 27.
I watched that thing on YouTube, Cheryl. I sent it to you. We Kelly.
Sean Kelly.
So they were going through the bikes they used to use. He was, it's unbelievable. The boys. He won the Paris-Roubaix on. Compared to now, it was friction gears, Ken. So it's like friction and on tension. So his the gear levers are doing on a bar, and he says, Ken, nowadays just with Di2 you just click and it goes up, or click and goes down. You can't go wrong. But he says you had to sit, you had to look down. You couldn't do it off a saddle. He said you had to sit in the saddle and look and make sure your chain was perfectly aligned,
and then change.
And then Ken, if you left it in a shitty place, it would just jump, Ken, and you would pile. And he says, and then before they went up a steep hills, I didn't, Ken. The mechanics actually came and changed their back cassettes before they started the climb, Ken. Just unbelievable.
And their cassettes were 1132s.
Oh, it was fucking, I think
23s.
And they went up in like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like two clogs. It was, so I said, and the boy was asking him, again, it's unbelievable you used to ride that. And he goes, well, that's how we hid at the time. And you never thought, I know it.
Fucking beast him.
You just put tape with it ends, you could record with it.
And I watched that documentary about him. He's just fucking. I was an apprentice brickie. He didn't even go on a bike till he was like 15. Okay? His brother bought in, and some boy Sean Kelly, like fucking.
He's a Roy Keane, I say.
Is he? He's hard as nails, like
because
Irish
he's been
boy.
there, done it.
Okay.
When you hear him talking, it's like it's Sayre. It's how Irish he is.
It's like
I know it.
It's fucking nuts.
You feel as though it's a right job for him to get his words out.
Is it?
You're like, fucking hell. Sounds painful.
And he's on the punditry now, and he is a Roy Keane of cycling. Like,
Ken, a drizzle will come on, and somebody will try and get on a rain jacket, and he's like, oh my God, what's he doing?
He's bike handling.
Why is he putting on a rain jacket?
Once a boy was putting on a rain jacket while he was cycling, and he fell, and he crashed, Ken. And after, wifey Orla goes, did that ever happen to you, Sean? And he just went, no. So I watched the Giro, and then we snoozed.
Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon snooze, and then just did burger and chips for tea, other half of the ice cream, and then watched the Italian football at night. Before golf.
I got over at 6. I thought it was the final game. It was next week.
Friday.
And
is it Friday, is it?
Inter and Napoli are playing Friday night.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, of course.
We'll maybe getting a TV up the road there.
Take a hooky box. So it's a Friday night, is it?
Bastard.
So I watched that, and then I watched the end of golf, but when it come off of the football onto golf, it was fucking Ram and Scheffler were both 900. I was, that's not good. And before you can, it was fucking that is.
He went to the bed after that, didn't he? Once he was home and hosed.
Well, Ram was like 5 over for the last 2 holes.
He put a bar in the wire at 16th or 17th or something.
Couldn't hold it.
Scotty was 5 clear. I was like, that's it.
I was delighted. I couldn't see Ram winning.
I
used to love Ram.
So did I.
But I hate him now. Well, hate's a strong word. It's a strong word.
No, but
I always would rather see Scheffler win because he's stuck with
the tour.
I like a PGA boys better.
Yeah, it's a good course, and I like that course. It was a good course.
Fucking McIntyre was up for a while.
He was.
He had a great last day. Like,
Can I say, clean forgot it was on until somebody mentioned it. I think it was a Saturday. I was like, better put it on.
It's definitely the weaker in the 4, is it?
They say it's like the shortest rough, don't they, and the widest fairways and all that. It's the easiest game.
Easier.
It was quite windy here, though, was it? It's, how much has Scheffler got new majors? That's a few he's got new. Must be
4. 4, is it?
Nah, it's more than that, is it? I thought it was 7.
He's got 2 Masters.
Fitz, you need one open.
Do you need one to open?
No.
So he's won the Masters.
I watched him at Open.
PGA.
He's not one to open, is he?
No.
I think he's only got 3.
You went out.
Come on, put it up. We need to get. I watched the I was doing it. Was it the last open I was at? For it was at Troon.
Oh, aye.
So I watched him for a while, and he top kind of like the putty tees hind back at the championship, and I was just shite in front of you, and you've got to go like 150 yards to get it. For we'd be like, who a bit for him, but that he topped it in, yeah. That's like I couldn't believe what I was watching that. Scottish Scheffler. I'm sure I thought he's 7, but maybe he's not.
Number of wins.
Masters
twice.
Oh, it's just 3,
5.
is it?
3.
3?
3, yeah.
No.
He's never won a US Open either.
Yet.
Yet.
I'm
Aye.
getting
Why
excited.
did I think that?
Fuck him.
But he's quite young, isn't he?
No.
How old is he?
47.
28. It's young for a golfer.
young.
Still got 12 more a year.
Oh, easy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's 12 times 4 is 40. 48.
How old
Start
is
Rory? I'm not sure.
That
He's in the start, is he?
Is he?
Is he? Rory.
Rory's 35 now.
Is he? Aye. Somebody watch Grand Prix on Sunday?
I've seen a bit of that as well. Quite good.
It's quite good. Good race by Max. Max done really well. First corner.
Yep. I missed it start with I come in just probably about 3 or 4 laps before a safety car.
Oh, aye.
Max was high note in front of the safety car, brought him
Brought
on.
him
back,
on,
and
then
just
he
took off.
again, like you.
Verstappen one, didn't he?
Aye.
Oh, they are in major on Friday, huh?
Oh, aye, we will.
The 2Bampod fucking.
Is that on the actual
Major.
PGA Tour?
It should be.
It's a big event.
Maybe next year.
It's a big event.
We'll be getting
We'll get the
live.
We'll get there for Trump.
If you're watching on YouTube, Dunk's brought in the
That's a wobble. That's annoying. That's got a wobble on it,
It's maybe the table.
I think.
Well, maybe speed it like BBC Alba
bottom.
next year.
There's
See if they would
there's
cover
like
it.
a sticker.
Alright, maybe that's it.
That's not affecting it.
Aye.
So we've got a big trophy for the handicap winners, a big trophy for the scratch winners. We've got 4 wooden spoon trophies. Longest drive trophy. We've got a nearest the pin trophy and like some
Medals
medals for
winning.
Individual
other
medals.
winners. Supplied by Fitcher Company name.
DC Electrical Engineering.
DC Electrical Engineering.
That's quite good because you should say ACDC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a play on words.
That way we associated with that fucking.
DC.
Aye.
So major thing happening Friday.
Aye.
Aye.
Excited?
So I think we're all set to it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Just a little loose ends to tie up and we'll get rocking and rolling.
Looking like the weather's going to be set fair, which
Fingers
is
crossed.
Aye.
Right. Fingers crossed.
Dicing with rain.
waits for a few days.
We hadn't had rain about 3 weeks, and
That's-
it was the first day of rain.
Aye,
It's
aye.
like,
Didn't
what the
have
fuck
yesterday.
is that happening?
Okay.
Didn't rain on a parade.
I know.
But it seems to be cleared up now.
2 spots left. Bonnie wants to play.
Yeah, two early
teams.
tea times
Early
left
tea
if
time.
you fancy it. But if no, we've still got 42 teams, is it?
Yeah.
42?
41.
41 teams.
41 teams.
So,
A rake of prizes.
Rake of raffles.
Aye, raffles. If you need a raffles, go on to Facebook. And
Good prizes.
Prizes for a scratch, prizes for a handicap, prizes for longest drive, prizes for the closest to pan.
And the biggest prize of all is sharing a day with us.
Yeah, you said it. Right there.
Nah, I can't wait. Should be a good crack.
Should be good fun.
A lot of folk gone, so
Aye.
it'll be good. It'll be good. Fitba. Back to Fitba, Dunk. We'll start off with you. You obviously in Pataudry last week for the Celtic game, and then obviously the Rangers as well. Then on Saturday, Dundee United. And then Europe, Dundee United got through, so bottle jobs.
Well, you take it up. I don't think it's bottle jobs. If I take a step back, see, it's been a few days. I think they've finished far. They should have finished. I've been thinking about this a lot because, like we've said on here, they're on a crest of a wave and we're getting the last minute goals and all that. And I just think they've almost ended up for probably think they deserve to end up. Like, obviously the league never lies, but I just think that when you see some of the stats, 7 wins in 28 games, it's not a great start, is it?
That's Amarin stuff, is it?
Like you say, and it's said if we'd had St Johnstone's form for the last 28 games, would have been 4th. If we'd Dundee's form for the last 28 games, would have been 3rd. So basically that's saying in the last 28 games they would have been the worst team in the league, which is a pretty fucking damning stat.
So before the league started this season, would you have took this for your art?
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is a debate. I think it's a good debate to be had.
A semi, a final, and in 5th.
But if it does a semi mean, really?
Well, you've had a good run at it. Ken, you had a chance at a final.
3 games, was it? To
Oh,
get
but-
the semi-final at Cup.
I'm just saying it.
Aye,
Ken.
aye.
If you say if it's a semi mean, it means you've had a good
Sunday
cup
night.
run.
I was waiting for that.
To build up the Sunday night. That's like, because you'd say, well, that's an okay cup run, semi. Because if they'd got knocked out in the third round, you'd be criticising that,
Aye.
would you? So
I was thinking
it's
getting a
you
semi-final
can't
is a-
criticise them for getting a semi and a
Semi-final.
final. So the cup competitions, you would say, is a success.
which is
Wouldn't you?
one-off games technically, so they
Yeah.
haven't the consistencies been
Aye.
probably Aberdeen's
But he
biggest-
can say that he's finished better than they finished last season, can't he?
Well, there's
So
improvement.
that's what he can
Would
say.
you say there's improvement?
I would say an improvement, but for the first time, I've got slight doubts, but I'm still behind it. But it's us getting absolutely destroyed by the Old Firm most times they play him. It's got to stop.
Free hits though.
Can't be. St Mirren aren't getting 6 and 5. You know what I mean? 19 goals we've conceded against Celtic. And I've never left early last season. I left with 13 minutes to go because I couldn't watch any more of it and I couldn't listen to any more of that shite for the Celtic fans.
Because it was a B-rate team now as well.
Nah, but that doesn't wash out. 17 million quid it cost. Again, their B-rate team. It's obviously, but it just shows the disparity that there's the reserves. And I looked at boys like, again, they're all going on about Forrest. Again, he was very nearly my wanker of the week. Just he's clearly still a talented player, but been sitting on the bench for about 4 seasons and he's just picking up his medals. And I get why, he's a Celtic boy and that, but
I get
far
that.
too good a player to be doing. The boy McInnes, he was outstanding that night, and I'm thinking he's played for about 10 games this season. If he's lucky at Celtic, why? He's far too good a player to not be playing. But Celtic just pumped us like shouldn't have been doing a right left back, but Forrest destroyed him, like absolutely destroyed him. And that was the thing, like you could see that in the first 20 minutes. He didn't change it. And then the thing about Celtic is they got 3 quick goals or 4 quick goals, and then after that I'm watching him and they just press so high after that, 'cause it doesn't matter if you beat your press because they're already 3 up. And you need to stay in the game.
Yeah, we've watched Celtic games. Say critical moments to score just before half time, just after half time, or something like that, or they go bang, bang, bang.
Aye, and it's over.
And it's game's done.
Aye.
Okay, they'll get a goal, and then they'll get a quick goal after it, and that's your game
And then
finished.
you're watching going, this is us, this is what we've got as Aberdeen, this is it. And then you're looking at Celtic, they've got 8 to come in for the cup final, it'll all probably start.
I bet we never have a cup final.
It's a different entity, aye, but
Different game.
Think we'll get humped?
No,
No?
I think we'll win.
I like it. This cunt. Yes,
Oh my god. You and your 50-50.
I love you. You hate the old bit.
Fuck Old Firm. Fucking
You
me
say,
like to
you
win
say
nothing.
Ken, I was thinking about this the other day.
Was you?
You and your 50-50 shouts.
Oh, yeah.
It's starting to annoy me a bit.
If I'm annoying
In a
you,
good way, in a
if
good
I'm
way.
annoying
But
you, I'm annoying a lot of other
How
folk.
come when Aberdeen play Celtic or Rangers in a cup final, it's a 50-50, but when Scotland go a major tournament, they're out their depth.
Oh, they're out there.
Aye. So what's the difference?
Well, Aberdeen's in the same league as all the Celtic and Rangers.
But it says when Scotland went in at pot with Hungary, Switzerland, and Germany, they're in the same league as them.
Oh, well, technically they are, but they're
Aye.
out their depth.
But Aberdeen aren't.
Correct.
See, I would say Scotland v Germany is closer than Aberdeen v Celtic.
Oh, no.
It is closer in terms of talent.
No one near it.
It is.
No one near
It
it.
is. If we had a defence and a striker,
Sounds like Aberdeen, doesn't it?
our midfield's good.
But I could get my wanker of the weekend since we're on Aberdeen Celtic. It's Rodgers about Pape's tackle. Get the fuck. Haddad hung his leg in. It wasn't an atrocious tackle. If he didn't want to fucking tackle him, he shouldn't have hung his leg here. He just went through him.
Fucking Brenda.
Fucking Rangers saying it was a disgraceful tackle. Fucking arsehole. Brendan Rodgers, wanker.
Can't argue with that.
No. But Aberdeen on Saturday had plenty of chances to get a win against Dundee United.
Yeah.
But,
Getting 1-0 up, they should have had the game put to bed
Aye.
long before United got
It just
a
seems
sniff
to
up.
the team score, they just capitulate. There's something, I don't know.
Away from home, Dundee, a lot of United fans there, and once they scored, the atmosphere was electric, and it is hard. It's hard to fucking counteract that. Like,
Getting a bit bad doing a hat just for a wee minute.
yeah, no, again, that's what you do, but again, it's easier said than done, isn't it?
Aye.
From the momentum. Momentum's a killer, and football's all about momentum.
100%.
And obviously, the better if you're a good team, then it's even more so. Like if you give Celtic momentum, you're fucked. Again. But they find that in the Champions League. Again, they gave Borussia Dortmund a bit of momentum in Germany, and they get slaughtered. But
fans are a fucking disgrace.
It's easy watching for the stands, boys. It is like, but all my thing I would say about Aberdeen is for the start they had and then finishing 5th.
It's a disappointment.
It's not good.
Nah,
for me. Again, like you say, would you have taken it for the start of the season? I can if we would.
5th?
Offered 5th to an Aberdeen fan?
I think so.
Nah, we want at least 3rd, really.
Aye, but further worth the season of 4 and the season of 4 up.
Aye, terrible seasons, weren't it, Ken?
But then, well, you're looking for improvement, and 5th's an improvement.
It is an improvement, but
so
it's
next year we're looking for 3rd. Simple as that.
Next year's a big year
It
for
has to
them.
be, it has to be 3rd.
For me,
Aberdeen have shown in games they're a good team, and then in other games have been really poor.
Like if Aberdeen didn't win the final, so they're not in Europe. So like Dundee United's in Europe, Celtic, Rangers, and Hibs are in Europe. So it's the top 4 at the minute in Europe. So if Aberdeen don't make it in Europe, that should give Aberdeen a right good shout.
Yeah,
Again,
I think
there is a European game. They've got 2 qualifying rounds for the conference.
Far.
Aberdeen.
unless they win a Scottish Cup,
And they go straight in.
Aye. To Europa,
That knocks United down to, doesn't it?
Yeah.
but they'll be quite confident.
For me, darkest day in the club's history. For me, folk think that's a bit strong, but that's how I feel about it with the seat
That's an
Ballarkey.
absolute disgrace.
Well, that's my wanker of the week.
well.
I thought we should have had this.
Aye, well,
Wanker of the week, like,
I actually forgot, because I've got it written down. Don's fans.
I've written Dundee United fans.
Aye.
I've written fans that
Well,
just
we're
go on the
getting
pitch.
football fans.
Football fans.
Well, let me tell you, Mike. You are keen for I feel about football fans going on the pitch.
Yeah.
It is my fucking heat in, and especially if they finish 4th.
Aye.
I mean, pitch invasion for 4th? Really? No.
Scottish footman needs to wake up quickly.
Aye, a terrible behaviour. But Mike, I've heard that in social media. Well, if the Dundee United players fans hadn't run on the pitch, that seat would have never got chucked. I don't give a fuck. There's no excuse for lobbing a fucking seat on a pitch, and he made it worse by hitting his own fucking player, didn't he?
And look at the damage it did to him, because he's coming for that height.
Fucking could have killed him.
Aye, exactly. Knocked him clean out.
Could have killed him.
That kind of
That's no joke.
found the boy.
And I've been charged, eh?
Charged today.
I said they have found him.
But Dundee United's action caused a reaction. Fans going on the pitch.
There is that, Mike. There is that.
That annoys me. That's no
There is that.
excuse.
I'm
It's
no-
No,
no
no
excuse.
excuse, but
It's no excuse.
But I've been seeing it coming. I've been seeing it coming in away games.
It's like saying if they hadn't built planes, 9/11 wouldn't have happened.
Well,
You don't blame
technically it's
Boeing. You don't blame Boeing for 9/11, do you? You know what I mean?
No, I blame the structural engineer for building the Twin Towers for fun.
He missed a few rivets, did he?
Nah.
But I think Aberdeen for me should get a ban.
Aberdeen shouldn't get a ban. They should find a fan who'd done it and fucking.
whoa.
Why should
No,
Aberdeen get tired
we've-
of that fucking?
We've had this conversation before about the only way to really hurt clubs is by points deductions. That's the only way you'll hurt clubs. We're not hurting with fines. I ken Aberdeen's no flush with money, but fining Aberdeen's not getting much difference to the fans, are they? But you deduct points off Aberdeen or ban them for a cup competition or do something. That's get to hurt the fans more. And it's the fucking fans that are the problem. Not the players or the club.
No.
Born and bred for his club, up through the system, treated like that. Okay, at Wacken maybe it wasn't meant to, but still, it's just deplorable.
Well, there, though. I was more Aberdeen players there, and I could have hit on
Oh,
it.
man. Shocking.
But I don't agree, Ken. It's not the club's fault, Ken. It's Fitbar's fault. Fitbar has attracted these morons since
For years.
day dot.
No.
For some reason, Fitbar attracts fucking morons. It was his.
Would the boy walk down the street in Dundee and throw a fucking steel chair to fucking somebody?
I was laughing at Big Rubicic on Instagram, Ken. He's obviously coming back, and obviously he's hard as nails, and he basically, in his broken English, said, "Do that to me." And that's basically what he said in his post twice.
Yeah, but what happens to folk when they go to Fitbar?
Yeah, I know.
That, Ken.
Turn into idiots.
Why did they send
boys.
into fucking
Well,
bars?
no, Abdi, Ken.
No, but
There's a lot of fit is it? Really, Ken, I can't have said 90% of fans are fucking idiots, but fit is it? 5 maybe? 5% of
Something like that,
but every fan base isn't.
Aye, they've all got it, mate.
It's not just, that's just not just Aberdeen.
no, in a bigger.
I think I was I was more trouble Celtic fans, Rangers fans.
Well, it was a massive hassle in Glasgow and Sunday night, was it? Sunday?
Boil it off a pyrotechnic and some sort of firework and it He was holding it above his head, and then he lost balance and went fleeing
in the
into a
crowd.
fucking crowd. Ken.
And that would have killed somebody.
But they're fucking. First the police. Fucking joke.
Was there another team that run onto pitch? at the
Dundee.
weekend? Dundee.
For finishing third bottom.
10th, Ken.
10th. Then they go on sack their manager.
See, that's a joke as well, by the way.
Aye.
But why are you coming on?
It's no excuse.
Let the players hate their time. It's their end of the season. They're at last game at home. Let them go down the pitch. Thank you, fans, and then fuck off. Bite off the pitch.
As I seen the
You've no excuse for being on
parents
there.
on that pitch, which means the parents
Just let 'em.
are either on with them
Or let 'em.
on.
Exactly.
What chance have you got?
Exactly.
I just.
No, 100%.
And Dundee have done a
honestly-
great achievement. Yeah, it's a great achievement for Jim Goodwin. And they didn't even get the chance to thank their own fans because they've all run on the pitch. Because that was them, they were up the tunnel and that was the end of it.
Well, Goodwin says as soon as he's seen somebody go on the pitch, he just runs.
Aye, exactly. And like
She
Goodwin's
said-
been quite lenient because, like I said, he's said nothing but good things about everything. But like the fact he just got tore into him because of why he's been treated as a disgrace, in my opinion, Jim Goodwin.
Honestly.
He's
So they should throw a book at Aberdeen.
Aye, I think so.
Or the fans in Aberdeen. Ban them for the.
Ban them with Tannadice.
Ban them for away games or something.
Aye.
Or ban
I
them
just
for.
don't care if any club can do.
No, there's
with
nothing.
their
I
fans.
think there's nothing you can do.
No, but
Aye.
until somebody takes a stand.
But there has to be something because the guy's been seriously injured, so they hate to do something about it.
Aye.
Aye.
I hope it, whatever it is, they fucking throw the book at him.
Well, they found him. He's been charged.
So we'll see if it comes
He'll
out.
get a life ban for Pittodrie, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And that's
If
all
not,
Aberdeen
he'll
can
get
do.
put inside for.
aye, maybe well, aye.
Oh, I think it's well worth a custodial sentence.
Detective Massey said.
Detective Moss.
It's made in GBH, is it?
Well, I see a comment on social media. That's no assault. That's attempted manslaughter. How can you attempt manslaughter? Attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
Which
you
is
can't-
probably not right either.
No.
Or manslaughter. No, attempted manslaughter.
Attempted manslaughter.
Oh, dear.
No.
Aye.
Just cooler beans.
I bet the Docks away for Dundee. That was a fucking show
Poor
off. Like,
decision.
You just wonder if he'll pop up at Hearts
Maybe aye.
with McInnes
Deck.
again.
Aye, number
Well,
2.
Maybe.
Good appointment.
do you think that's a good appointment for Hearts? Deck.
100%, aye.
Absolutely.
Oh, aye.
100%.
No
I
brainer.
think
had
you'll
him at
suit
Rangers.
Hearts. You'll suit why Hearts play fit by.
And also, like, I know I see 2-minute interview last night. You mentioned the Jameson method, getting this player recruitment thing, or however they select their players about 10 times. It's like a club who went right, go into their press conference and mention that you're totally on board with it
It'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
Aye.
I genuinely am interested to
because
see
he's been
how
looking. Again,
It's going to work.
he's got a bit of money.
Aye.
They have got a few quid going. They're about to get another 10 million off the boy for Brighton.
They can only do better than they did this season.
Yeah, yeah,
For
exactly.
that poor season.
Very poor season. They could have been in the top 6 and could have.
So
Aye,
Hearts,
I think
Hearts,
it's
are, Hearts are going to be a good team next year.
Yeah.
Regardless if they
Aye.
got folk in or no, because McInnes will let him going.
Hearts is more suited to McInnes's calibre as a manager.
I think
I
Kelly.
think Kelly was not. He's not on his level. I
Yeah.
think he's better than that.
Better than that.
Yeah, and then disrespect. Kelly's a good team and good club, but I think McInnes is
He
deserving.
seems to get on with up because again he's left with goodwill for the chairman there as well. You know what I mean?
Aye, aye.
Again, like, and he did the same at Aberdeen. He did the same at St Johnston.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny that picture of
In bed with Ambudge.
the AI picture of in bed with the fucking. Could see the chair wife here.
Aye, no.
It's funny. Like.
Ambudge.
Jake Dockel can maybe get Kelly job.
What? It's a shout actually.
St Johnston relegated.
Just, aye, but
16 years they've been there.
Is it?
I can't understand Dundee's thought
Aye,
process.
nor do I.
on
Fit-
this. For this Dundee expect?
Aye. I know.
It's weird, like. Hope they go
I
to
really
next year.
hope Livy Deck come up.
I know. I've got a horrible
I'd
feeling they
rather-
will.
Nah, County will see him a
County
lot.
by-
You think?
Aye.
County's decent.
Yeah, but and they've got to play them in that plastic pitch, don't they?
Yeah, but they've got to go to County as well.
Aye.
Not my. I like that manager.
Martindale. He's annoying, isn't he?
Kinda.
Let's plant some drugs in him.
Probably hand me through chair.
So is this a you can't know anything about this boy through the chair? Or
Nah, that can fat is.
he's not been emptied yet. He's not had a. He's not been walking into court in the Evening Express.
Exactly. aye.
Black bag on his head.
Because you got to watch, because for all you can, you might get bagged for his work, you know what I mean? For someone like that. Something
Absolutely.
fuck-
Yeah.
100%.
If he was an employee of mine, he'd be out the door.
Aye.
Can't be acting like that.
No.
Your
Yeah.
name's tarnished with the business. So
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do that. Rangers at the weekend drew 2-2 with Hibs.
There's only one thing to talk
Aye.
about here for me because it was basically a friendly, innit?
Aye.
Didn't he? Only bearing and only thing. Hibs
But-
had third
Aye.
secured. Rangers was they're not going to win the league.
No.
Bar was clearly
It's clear.
Was it?
Oh, aye.
I
Rocky
knew he'd come
Bashiri.
along with this.
Rocky Bashiri is like too fit out of line, and he kicks off his feet.
Oh no, wait, it was a free kick. On a boy.
Was
for the
it?
shot.
Fuck.
Oh, I shot
That is,
Come on,
that is
shit.
such a feeble fucking attempt to
Wind you up.
argue against that decision that it was a push.
Oh, it was a push?
It was a fucking, there was nothing on it. Nothing.
I'm not convinced it was over the line.
Oh, fuck off, man.
Are you on the wind
It was
up?
at least a fit line. At
How can you?
least.
Well, mine not Arsenal game for earlier on the season. Abdi said the ball was over the line. Abdi said the ball was over the line. Bar here was no over the line. Honestly, there's no way you can tell for that angle.
No, you could tell there was another angle though, Shed. No, just the Ian like looking. There was another angle like for a photographer.
Unless
at the
it's
side.
flush on, there's no way.
But
you
why
can
is there no flush on camera?
It's not my fault.
But that we did not need it. It was fucking in.
Only
And you
one.
could see it. It was a fucking. It was a fit the other side of the post.
But as you said, imagine it was for a title.
But
Ah,
I
what's
thought
I dread to think if that
That
was
would have
for
happened
the
with the
title.
riot.
Honestly,
they had goal line technology in Scotland.
Yeah,
I'm
obviously
sure we
they-
used to see them.
I'll devour in it.
It's a fucking joke, is it?
That's the fucking. That's the only and it's good. It's
Oh, the goal- it's only in the
technology.
Honestly.
I think it. Ken, how can that boys in the VAR look at that and they get it? Because
Well, they can't because they're not sure.
Well, they've got to be. Anybody, you can't see, Shed, and you should be able to see that that's who the line.
That's the thing, though. Because that camera angle is, unless it's hot the back of the net, you can't tell if
It's
over-
almost dead.
You genuinely can't tell for that angle if it's over the line or no.
Shed.
Can you?
Aye.
Imagine being a shared in jury duty.
Aye. His boy's guilty as sin.
No, it's
I'll
Nope.
just see that out.
I am not signing up.
DNA out of the fucking shop. This is the kind of cunt that gets OJ off.
No,
Not the blood in the blood in the glove. I was fucking. His blood's that way, Shed.
Nope.
No.
Glove didn't fit.
Did you see me go? Wouldn't he go on? Wouldn't he go on?
Oh man. The hung jury all the time. You would be a cunt in a jury, like, and you get a stubborn bastard that just wouldn't change his mind. You just feel like
You'd lose like you'd go mental, would
because
you?
they spend days,
You go
days in there, and it can be 11-1. Just this one boy. No.
You kick a man afterwards, would you?
So Ferguson's away. I just found that out
Barry.
today, actually.
Barry.
Aye, just found that out today, actually.
No, I couldn't have brought. That's a pity. I was hoping he would get a job.
Faz got to get because Ancelotti's has ruled himself out, is he?
Seen it.
Carlos Loon, is
I
it?
get what? Get up the acts like it's actually Ancelotti.
Aye, it's
again.
next his loon.
Fucking boy's never had a manager's job in his life. What the fucking
Now,
hell?
let's be honest. He's bottled it, isn't he?
Why would you want him though?
Again, he's never been a
Why would
manager.
you want him? Better off sticking me wee buzzer.
It's amazing if it gets folk excited though, just because the second name's
He's
Ancelotti.
Ancelotti.
Ken.
And you hear some of the boys. He's a brains of him, Ancelotti.
Again, I know.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's never kicked a ball in his fucking buff.
I'd like to see somebody like British get it.
Aye.
What would you think, Mas?
I'm fed up, man.
Genuine question. If you thought of him,
I would have had McInnes.
Aye,
Honestly,
aye.
if I was said I would hate Dyche.
All day long.
No, heartbeat.
Like-
I don't think they'll get. I don't think he'll
See,
get it.
I'd love to get Dyche up and fuck Rangers.
He'd win a league with
right
Rangers,
over.
Dyche.
If he'd get us in a far better position than we're in. Defensively for sure, because defensively we're a fucking abomination. Desser's top goal scorer, but a couple of goals was he?
He is, aye.
Aye, shows you.
Try to think
Wait, I'm
of
trying to think of somebody.
I haven't even seen
Good
none of the
for a
names,
Gers.
really, like, kind of about.
Nah.
Sheffield, somebody said something at work today, Sheffield Wednesday manager.
I heard that. Nah.
Russell Martin, maybe he's available.
If it's him, it's
That's
I'm
his
quitting the
finish.
podcast. I can't go ahead.
I am playing out for the back.
Oh, what a laugh!
Fun
that would
enough,
be.
Barry Ferguson.
What
See his
me.
interviews, he keeps just saying, or he kept saying,
I'll make
I-
this club better.
aye, I can do it.
Shit. Well,
5
if it's
wins out of
happened,
17.
If it's happened,
Aye.
he's 50 win one home game
Aye,
against Aberdeen.
aye.
Fucking hell.
It's time, but see, good to see like Barnes in the Scotland squad.
Aye.
No, maybe.
I'm not interested.
I'll never come out of
Father
my
playing new.
I'll never come out of my
Father playing. Father Scotland
I seen
playing.
a funny thing
See,
about
Liechtenstein and
somebody
else.
Lewis Ferguson won the
Italia.
Coppa Italia
Coppa
with Bologna, first trophy they've won.
51 year.
Is it?
Aye.
Aye.
He's captain.
Aye.
And somebody says, "I bet you'll still only get a wee 5-minute sub appearance for fucking
Aye, exactly.
Boy McLean, Ken, Steve Clark."
Aye, every time McLean comes off, aye.
Clark says he's the future of the Scotland team, like.
I did.
See, he's tackling Raphael.
That's old school and aye, because he took a fair fucking volley at the face, got up and going, mate, you know what I mean? Old school.
Hey, bleeds Bolognese.
Well,
Have you seen that clip?
I was watching Napoli. I'd say 2 games in a row I've watched the Napoli, and they're a fair chance they're going to win a league now. They don't look
Great,
great.
do they?
Standards.
Standards nae great, is it?
I can't Inter
Nay
Milan.
fitted ways.
Inter Milan to the
Champions
Champions
League.
League
They're
final, but
They're a better team. They're a better team in Napoli. I think Champions League's probably why they're
Why they're nae.
a few points in front. Like
it's nae good, is it?
Yeah, I've watched a few games recently and
the Napoli team that won their last team were a lot better than this team.
We've quite silly
It was a couple of years ago. Aye.
Well,
They were a good
he's
team.
a good player. I can't say his name, and I'm not going to try, but he's good.
Aye.
but it's still a great achievement to say you've won a Serie A if they can do it.
Aye,
McTominay
absolutely.
and Gilmore.
Well,
and-
Gilmore and McTominay both started.
Started,
And, so
Aye. Cool.
Conte got sent half. It's just fucking mental. I think if it had happened, like, but
Old school there. FA Cup on Saturday, though.
Ah, it was brilliant.
Good game, was it?
Cracking game
Aye,
of football.
brilliant.
So good.
So good to see.
See,
City
Palace.
getting
Palace
pumped.
in my soft spot for Palace.
I've
like.
got
Tell you,
boys.
boy, manager lad, fucking tell you he's doing well.
Play some good stuff, don't they?
That goal they scored was fucking brilliant.
Aye, for back to front.
Punch it up, big man up top, huds it
Give me
off,
Teta.
lay it.
Aye.
Do the wing.
They had a carry on for it. They're playing it for the goalie to the full
Aye,
backs.
the
They had a
fuck-
wee carry on here, but
But
it was a
realise,
good goal though.
fuck it, let's get it up here.
And also, I hate Henderson, but I love the hail. Get it up, you Pep. You got your 10 minutes because you'd obviously seen him moaning at the sideline. We started, and then he's went, get it round you.
He's my wank of the week.
Henderson.
Aye.
Aye, he's a dick, innit?
Just fucking, it's the first time you've won a cup. The club's won a cup in their history.
You're getting it,
And you're
but
giving it fucking to Pep. Everybody kens Pep's a prick.
he's won fucking loads of trophies and
Aye.
ken.
But Pep came up the ham though.
Pep annoys me as well, so
Cause
gonna
he-
boot the player.
Aye.
Get the fuck.
He's
got
asking
beat.
for trouble.
Aye.
Ken.
Get the fuck. But Henderson, just tell him to fuck off and enjoy your moment at the cup, eh?
Should be sent off on a wire.
Far.
Aye.
Oh,
Henderson.
100%.
One of the worst-
I
one-
should have been a red
Criminal
card.
decision.
Another rain, but well, he's blatantly stopped that goal scoring
Good
opportunity.
It's not an obvious goal scoring opportunity.
Well, if he doesn't, Dean
Yeah.
Haaland's got an open goal.
No, he isn't.
He's gone ruin him.
The way Haaland was running, he's running a waffy goal. It's not a
He's
clear
got ruin a goal.
There we go. Nah.
Honestly,
Aye,
you quite a referee. Ian. Honestly.
I'm telling you, it's a right decision.
It's nay.
Whether you guys like it or no, it is a right decision.
It's an incorrect decision. It should have been a red card. Don't get me wrong, I was chuffed it, wasn't it? I was delighted.
Aye.
But
It's a red.
playing like a day, that's a red card. Should have been a red card. He's teeing it away for him outside the box. Ian.
Aye.
It's definitely a red card.
Aye.
Well, for me it is
Aye.
anyway.
Mike?
Why Haaland was running and his touch would have took him wide of the goal. So he's not running directly at the goal with his touch. And there's a covering defender in the middle and there's another defender coming back.
So booking it missed.
Well, he can't pull it back for a booking.
No, okay.
Because
And the VAR would
the
have hit
VAR could have only intervened if it was
I read.
a read.
Okay.
Because obviously it can't be a penalty because he's a goalkeeper, so it doesn't matter.
They must have
He's inside
been
the
up
box.
there. They must have been up there going, "Ooh,
Aye.
one of them like
For me, if I as a fan, I'm thinking it's a red card all day long. But when I looked at it, I thought, Guinness have probably come to the right decision, whether you like it or no. As a fan, I would have hated it. See, if I was a Man City fan,
I
I'd
like a
have been
decision,
I'd
but
been
it's
raging.
wrong.
Aye.
For me, I like a decision. I was fair chuffed.
I
'Cause
know.
I think if he got sent
No,
off,
but-
that would have
Kill
been
game.
it.
But if that's your team, Ken, if City was your
Aye.
team, you'd be raging. 'cause
Aye, of
think
course
it's
you
a
would.
red- But I genuinely think the referee's got it right here. The VAR team's got it right.
But I think the right team won, regardless.
So do I.
They played
Palace
well.
deserved to win.
Why did Haaland need to take a penalty?
He's finished, isn't he?
I think he missed 3 in a row.
Is it?
Why is he? But he's been non-existent this season, is he?
Big player though, Ken. He's there. in
Aye,
that big,
should be
big-
stepping up.
He's got to step up
He's
there.
a marquee, isn't he?
Him and Foden.
10-year contract.
Mamouche is just
Him
signed
and
for a
Foden.
club, Ken.
Far, Mike.
Foden.
Well, he's been
Fuck,
as bad this year as he was good last year.
Yep.
It's not acceptable. That has he never been injured? Has he been injured? He's never been injured.
No.
How can you drop off that much?
much, I know.
How can you be that good to being
Money.
back to fit he was afore?
Proves him kind of team. If you're a world class player or a brilliant player, you drag your team through. His team's been poor, so
He's been
automatically
poor. Rodri, he's not had Rodri.
Aye.
And he came on, right, and he sat on that right-hand side. He did the same thing over and over again.
Oh.
He fainted to go down the line. He was never... A fullback must get... You're not going to go.
Magic.
Feed him inside. And then play that 5-yard bar
My job's
inside.
done.
And Doku did the same thing the whole game. Wouldn't have put a fucking cross into the box? But is that his fault? He's probably
No,
telling
he's
to do it.
telling-
Didn't I put a cross in?
See, that's what they're telling nowadays.
But the drop off of City's team is every single player. There's no one good player in that City team. Again, like you would think there'd be one player you say he's had a good season. There's no one good player in that team this year that you could say he's had a good season.
Mamouche's command played pretty well, but then he
Guardiola.
missed the penalty.
Maybe Guardiola.
Guardiola maybe.
Part of
They're leaking goals and he's part of that, isn't he?
Nice.
He's changed the goalie multiple times over and over again last season.
Aye.
2-3 games, 2-3 games, 2-3 games.
So has been found out in.
Isn't he?
Aye.
He'll come again next
No,
season. I think he's
Done.
Aye.
I just can't stand him. It's mercy, he says, milking honey, that's how he said. He want to rebuild. He can't rebuild. He's not good. He's not good, isn't he?
He's trying to rebuild in January.
Can't do it.
How much money did he spend in January?
300,
Okay.
They're the only better.
300 million or something.
that
like
fair, mate?
Something like that,
They're
man.
the only better.
Aye. Maybe next
Be
season.
interesting to see what happens next season.
Aye, next season's a big
Be
season.
interesting to see
Big-
what
If he
happens.
does nothing next season, then you'd hate to say,
Well, you'd have to seriously question it. I'm joking just now.
Aye.
But
Well-
next season, if it falls off next season, you've got to seriously question it,
Aye.
do you?
There's a chance they won't make Champions League either this season, is there?
yeah, looking
Well,
like,
when you see the 5 teams are for its at.
So a season without Oni Cups, no silverware.
it's the first time he's won nothing since his first season.
I was not do that. Pep's a top elite coach,
Coach.
but he's done it with the top players. Could he? You couldn't have do that system with an average team like
No.
Ken. It's important. You need the top players to play the way he plays.
Yeah.
Because you can see like the teams that come up for the championship try and play that way, and they get absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
That's the last the last 2 seasons that's happened. Ken, Leicester's try to come up and play football.
Yeah.
Ipswich is trying to come up and play football. Well, Southampton, I mean, they attempted to play some sort of football. But Ken,
Silva's kind of been like his lieutenant, and he goes like running for miles and miles in every game, and he's just gotten that bit of Allah, and how he's so ineffective now, Bernardo Silva, and he used to be
Cheating wee shite, that's what he is.
Same with German Hinners, 10 hand back, he's done nothing.
Never go back.
That was a bad signing, actually.
Aye. I feel sorry for my signing, I think.
It was a bad signing.
But Arsenal, they've got Champions League. Bad season for Arsenal, do you think?
Aye.
Overall?
Can we just go? We never spoke much about Palace, though, Ken.
Aye,
Oh,
aye.
Like, yeah, there's a team that's never won a major trophy
believe
in their
it.
history. You look at a crowd that grown men in tears.
That's fit for business,
Which-
yeah.
It's too far, but Ken, you can see what it means to them. Ken, it means more to clubs like that.
Oh, no question about
Like you
it.
look at Celtic, they win a fucking league every year. They win a treble every year. Fans almost.
expect it in the board.
It's like no big deal, is it? But to see a club like that win a major trophy, it's fucking
They've got
good.
some good
It's great to
players.
see,
Ken,
isn't
they
it?
interviewed a boy, 70-odd-year-old, Ken, I thought I'd never seen
Yes.
a club
Aye.
win a trophy.
I was a boy got
Magic.
a wee lump in my throat, and the boy says, "My father came. I came with my dad
He killed
for
himself.
years and years and years." Eh?
The boy killed himself now.
No,
No, it's another. no, but it was,
they weren't that bad.
no, but it's,
He just said he came and his father had never seen him,
Aye.
and he passed away a couple of years ago. And Ken, he's not here to see it, and he's a bit bittersweet for him. Ken, it's
Well-
like it's amazing, but he wishes his dad was here to see it.
If he
Ken.
puts on Facebook, tell his dad up in
up in
heaven.
heavenly,
heaven.
up in heavenly FA Cup
Happy
win.
You'll see
heavenly
it.
FA Cup
It's
win.
got Facebook up there.
Aye, so you'll see it. Yeah.
Aye. Nah, but a great achievement for
Aye,
the.
but
Eze,
but I thought Palace
Wharton.
played well.
Aye, they did, aye.
I thought they did
Boy,
play well.
Wharton.
Can they keep ahead of players like Eze and Mateta and
They'll get
Gehi?
ransacked this
They're going to
year.
get, aye.
This summer. They'll
Think
get
so.
ransacked.
You look at a boy, Elise went to Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich won the Bundesliga. But he'd stay in it if he'd stayed at Palace.
Aye, to do that.
That would have meant more, I think,
Aye.
winning that FA Cup.
He's been sensational at Bayern, like the goals he scored.
Aye, but
But you're expected to win it at Bayern.
Bayern Bundesliga's 10 a penny.
Aye.
Can I mean? They'll win it again next season.
Even Harry Kane won that.
Yeah.
But Munich, that
Cursed-
shows you how
cursed Kane
easy
even won
that
it.
trophy must be to win.
But back to Arsenal, poor season for them. Obviously, no silverware, knocked out Champions League.
Best team in the Champions League, though.
Aye.
Oh, he was going
According
to
to
be my wank of the week at Wicker 4.
Aye,
What did
so-
I pour? I can forgive him to a certain extent saying it in his after-match interview. Ken, from the
He's a bit
tensions
flustered,
a
aye.
bit flustered. But he's had time to think about it, and he got asked the question again on Friday and still
Sounds
thought it was
quiet.
fucking
Aye.
wise up, man. So no, very
No.
poor season for Arsenal, I think.
It's a cracking goal for Declan Rice. Do you think he's been worth £100 million
No.
price tag?
Yeah,
No.
no for me.
When you think about Grealish being the same amount of money?
What's a worse signing,
Okay.
in my view?
I just say he was signed to be the missing piece to like solidify him and then muck him win stuff and then I won nothing.
Aye.
But they keep saying, it's easy for Arsenal. They needs a number 9. First, a number 9.
Uh-huh.
Aye. They need
You can't a good number 9.
It's now, innit?
No,
There's no such thing.
No.
There are, once Lewandowski's finished,
Aye.
Kane's finished.
Kane's as far as a
and
Haaland, that's it.
They're
That's
looking,
it, it's-
Arsenal are looking to buy
Like
the
a
guy
top
from
class
Sporting.
team.
Gyok Ayers, if it was his name.
Yes, or something.
What's he like?
Sporting Lisbon boy.
Aye.
He scored like about 120 goals in the
But he
last season, but
couldn't mark it in fucking England
in
after.
the championship.
Aye,
So I'm
it's
into,
Sporting Lisbon, Ken. It's a weaker league, Ken.
so I'm interested to see if what's Arsenal or Man United is buying in a minute.
Man United's getting Cunha there.
Aye,
Good signing.
yeah.
He's decided. I see that. I think Cunha has decided to ruin the next couple of years of his career by signing for Man United.
Nah, we'll
I like him. He's a good
we'll
player.
come good. We'll come
And I
good.
think it's a good sign if United are signing proven Premier League players.
Aye. That's what they need, isn't
Like
it?
they
Well-
should, like I spoke about Wissa and
Martinez is next team, similar.
Bembo.
He'd be a
and-
good signing. Get rid of that. No.
I 100%.
Aye.
He would be my first port of call.
Aye.
Would be the goalkeeper because everything comes to the goalie. If you haven't got a good goalie, forget about it.
Aye.
Okay.
Just maybe goalies. See West Ham at weekend.
Beat again.
First team for Nottingham Forest.
No,
Try to play out for back and Ariola just puts it straight to fucking Gibbs White. Bang, goal. 1-0.
Is it the Hibs? The Dessers first team.
Yes, that's first goal.
Goalie
Oh, I see
plays
that.
it to full back,
Oh,
plays it
man.
back to goalie, tries to chip it
Aye.
straight to Rangers player, gives it Desert, goal.
Cool.
Feet.
So it's like I just can't see if I like. I've total respect for Dunk for being a season ticket holder and all that shit, but
Couldn't watch
I'd
it.
walk out the stadium. I can't watch my team play like that.
It's just
because it's just
why
so
it's
against
so gearing up.
and I was ever taught about football. It's just I just find it so again I go on about it a lot. It's because it winds me up so much.
I just didn't understand it.
Neither do I. That's why I love to listen to Dice on the
Aye.
Neville's thing.
Overlap, is it? Overlap.
Aye.
Stick to football.
Stick to football.
Stick to football.
I agreed with everything he said on that thing. Everything. Even about your man. I mean, I went early. I spoke about
I'm on him.
Amorim. He said, well, he's got to win games, kid.
Yeah.
He can't keep losing games.
No.
Eventually, he's got to win some games.
Yeah.
You can speak about philosophy till you're blue in the face, but you've got to win some fucking games.
Yeah.
You win games.
So Cardiff was relegated in 2011 and we mere points.
Seen it. Derby was it?
Aye.
Got a worse record than Paul Jewell.
Aye.
That Derby team had the lowest points.
I'll come.
How do you think they'll get on against Spurs in the final?
Toss a coin.
Is it?
Yeah.
100%.
It's a 50-50, I
I
think.
think
aye.
100%.
It is a 50-50. But
Spurs have got their card back this year. They've beat him 3 times. If they've
Aye.
played him. But genuinely, you could toss a coin.
Aye.
Has Man United got more experience in that? More experienced players in the bigger
You've got
games.
players like Casemiro. That's going to count for someone.
It's bound to
5
do
Champions
some-
Leagues.
it's bound to
multiple
count
league
for
titles.
something,
Can't
can't
run
I mean?
for-
I mean, last
No, but he's been good in
he's
Europe.
been good in Europe, but that's why I'm saying that's why it's a worry. I think that they got Spurs. If it had been a European team,
I'm not sure. It depends how both teams play it.
but I think only the
Probably-
managers get to be shouting for the rooftop if they win it
There's
because they've
player
lost 17 and 20 league games each.
I think
I think
Angelo.
Angelo, I think
Amorim. won it.
Amorim's a different kettle of fish because he said he wins this trophy in his second season. And if he wins it,
There's a mic
he
drop
kinda
moment. There's a
knock
mic
out,
drop moment coming if he wins the cup, isn't there? And he'll just go, "Fuck yous."
He had his interview.
I do.
They asked him about whether he's walking a title
Aye,
again.
and he went,
"I'm not a clown.
Aye.
I'll never be a clown."
He's getting punted whether he wins it
Aye.
or no.
Nah, he's not.
Aye, he is.
Aye.
They can't punt him if he wins it.
Aye, he
The
is.
first trophy, well, First trophy they've won for 2007 league, and that was a League Cup. Ken, this is a major European trophy.
And again,
they can't punt him.
I'll be interesting. I think his cards are already marked. To be honest with you,
I don't know.
I do.
If he does not win it, I think he might be fucked. But if he wins it, there's no way they can sack him.
I think that
I'll be. He's got them into the Champions League if they win it.
I can.
And they've won a trophy.
I think he's too far down the line with the fans.
I think
so. They'll forgive him if he wins it.
You think?
Aye.
Be interesting. I think United's under more pressure than Spurs.
Aye.
Oh,
I
definitely,
think so.
definitely.
I think so.
Man United need it.
Aye.
Spurs.
You could say
Spurs need it as well.
It's interesting. Very interesting.
Is it Thursday night, is it?
Wednesday.
It's more.
Night.
It'll be a tight affair, I would think.
I'd like to see Ange win it, to be honest.
Fuck Ange.
I can. Just because I can, it would piss you off. And,
fuck off, Ange.
And I like Ange. So.
I hate him. And he'll get bullet after he loses.
Anybody been watching Duncan Ferguson stuff? He's obviously brought out a book. But you see his interview. I like Lineker, but he is good at what he does, Lineker. Like, and his interview with Ferguson's fucking.
Is that I've seen it? I've seen the clips, but
Berlin.
Aye, Berlin.
aye, good stories.
God.
Rough,
Oh my God.
Aye.
real man, ain't he?
He's big Dunk's a fucking.
He's funny as fuck.
legend, is he?
He's
I think
funny.
he's gonna
as-
get
why
he's gonna
Abby
get a
likes
TV
him.
job, isn't he?
He's brilliant. Like he's brilliant.
He's speaking about Scotland. Ken, he regrets it. Ken, he goes. So fucking. Oh, they ask me every year, man. Ken, we had Andy Roxburgh, then Craig Brown, and then they had a wee German guy, Bertie Vogts. He came down to the tunnel. Come on, begging me to play. I just walked by him. Why he speaks.
He regrets a lot of stuff though, doesn't he? Kind of why he carried on and like.
Oh, he regrets the Scotland thing.
Aye, he does. He says that.
7 caps,
Aye.
0 goals.
Aye.
I should have had 200 caps. I should have broke. He'd have broke. If he'd like kept playing, he'd have broke at 30 goals.
Oh, never there.
Ken, career he had.
Yeah.
I fucking would have loved to have seen him playing for Scotland. But
just
I
says-
absolutely understand why he didn't.
Oh, I said alright.
Because that's the
100%.
kind of thing I'd have probably done.
I definitely would have.
Dug my heels in. The way they treated him.
Aye, the SFA treated him.
Aye. And the hell thing, why he got jailed. It's an absolute
Aye, the heat
joke.
bug.
Like.
Yeah.
He was no angel either, though.
No, absolutely. He was in probation because he'd been involved.
And that's why,
But I
yeah.
hated it because it happened in a football pitch,
aye.
and you're in. It's a again, it's a
Public
sort
forum,
but
isn't it?
it's a different environment you're in. You're actually.
But it wasn't even a heat, but they went.
No,
You've
I
seen it,
can't.
they go
It's
heat to heat,
pathetic.
and the boy does throw himself down a bit.
Aye.
But he never. It was this. No red card, no
Nothing.
booking, nothing. A whole game
Then
went
you're in
on,
the clink.
and then
He was actually playing down in England when he got fucking put in jail.
The procurator fiscal watched it in the telly. Kenty was in fucking probation, and then phoned the police.
It's
That's-
just bang out
it's
of order.
unbelievable.
So the football thing, you had a lesser extent that caper you had in that game. It was
Aye,
done on
aye.
the football pitch and
Aye, aye.
you nearly got fucking
Bradley
done.
reported me.
Aye, that's what I'm saying.
There's worse things happen in a football pitch, right?
Aye.
So if you do a nasty tackle and break somebody's leg, you
Aye.
get done for GBH.
Aye,
you?
well, that's a
pile of
kind
shite.
of warmed you open,
Aye,
isn't it?
Totally
it is.
agree.
But I think it's all been changed now. But if he was pissed off with it, because he went back for a couple of games after it.
Ken, it wasn't like premeditated. It happened in the heat
Aye,
of
it
ball.
was, aye,
Whereas
absolutely.
like a Roy Keane in Holland,
It's premeditated.
That was a lot worse.
Ken, for
A
me,
lot worse,
And
aye.
he admitted it in his book.
Ken,
And he got nothing.
nothing. So
It's, he went back for a couple of games. He said his dad made him go back, and he says his heart was not on the mare because it was the same boys that was banning him.
Yeah.
Were gunning. Oh, well done for you. He's fucking. We just want to slaughter him, Ken. But he was given a 12-game ban. He wasn't even sent off, but he was given a 12-game ban, and there was 2 games before he got jailed, and then he'd missed 6 or 7 games when he was in the jail, and when he came out, they wanted it to start for 10 games. Nay, games he was in a jail.
they didn't count.
They
That's
didn't
right, aye,
account.
that's right. You said it. Seen
I
it.
think that's what got him. Like,
Aye.
he says, this boy's about to do me.
Aye.
Like, so fuck him.
Aye.
But it's a pet. Only Scotland could be our best striker.
I know.
I mean, it was not just our best. It was our best striker by an absolute
Mile.
mile again.
Then he went to Everton. Then obviously Everton at weekend. Last game at Goodison.
Goodison,
I watched
aye,
I watched a bit of the stuff for maybe a half
Okay.
hour or
See
after the
the
game.
bus coming in about nothing. Fucking brilliant. Man.
Aye, it was good, aye.
Is that the last old school
Definitely.
English stadiums in the Premier League?
Must have been the same.
150,
158
158 or
152 year.
Aye,
something
similar.
like that. Something mad like
I'm
that.
sure it's the same like architect what did Ibrox.
Is it?
Because one of their stands you'll see it was like a owl.
Aye, cross kind of
Aye.
like a Rennie McIntosh kind of style.
So it must have been the same crack, like must have been some same boy was involved there some way.
You seen the amount of Scottish boys who've played for Everton. They were all there at the weekend.
Aye. Yeah, a lot of them.
McFadden, Naismith.
Naismith and
Sharp.
Andy Gray.
Was it other boy Naismith?
Aye, the Naismith with the boy. Aye, left back.
Gordon
Yeah.
Jury played for him. Did I mark up?
No, he did.
I did. Goff,
Goff. Davy Weir.
Davy Weir. Speed was the Scottish.
Gorham? Yeah.
Andy Gray.
He was there.
See Neville Southall.
See his shape he is.
Some size.
Ooh, he's like a beach ball.
Aye, so the end of Goodison's getting knocked down, is it in flats or hoofs? Is it? Your stadium looks tidy, like.
Oh, your stadium's amazing.
Looks good.
It's great, Ken, and it's modern, it's brilliant, but it's
Nick
like
Goodison.
it's
You just lose it.
same.
Can look for Arsenal moved for them.
Hybrid.
Aye, in Upton Park, West Ham,
Sorry,
Ken.
aye,
That place
Probably
is-
Upton Park's, I would say, the biggest change. Just
Bowling ground.
Highbury was brilliant, though. All day with the clock and all that.
And the pitch was right on top of you, Ken.
Aye. The Southampton, was it Den or
The Dale.
The fucking
Aldale.
Aye.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But, well, move with times with it.
Aye, you have to.
You have to,
You have to. I think some of these all stadiums, well, it was costing them millions just to keep it
keep
going,
it,
Ken.
Ken.
Yeah.
Health and safety standards.
I like the state of
I was-
Well, I was
Listen,
watching, speaking about health and safety stuff, I was watching, came home last Thursday for the pub, pished, Uber Eats, got McDonald's, sitting there eating, flicked through English channels and watching the Bradford City disaster.
Magic documentary.
You
Aye,
watched
the
that?
fire.
77, was it? Something
Aye.
like that.
How quick that went, like.
Aye.
No,
it's
it was
mental,
87,
aye.
it was
87.
87.
Aye,
That was
fucking
magic
They went on
documentary.
fire, didn't it?
Really good.
50, 55 or 56 foot cut,
God,
was it?
mine, it was fucking wild.
Aye.
Aye.
Mine it fine.
Did you?
That was the folk jumped onto the pitch, but other folk tried to go the
back.
other way.
And
It was
fucking-
Emmett
Gates was
perished.
locked, was it?
Yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Horrible.
Leicester obviously got relegated, but Jamie Vardy got 200 goals.
I scored his
Great how it's writing up. It's his 200th goal and his
Fucking
unbelievable
500th appearance.
appearance.
See,
How fit bad is that thing?
Aye.
would you class him as a Premier League great?
I think he's in a
He's
conversation.
won a league.
Aye. And what he's
200 goals.
200 goals in it
For Leicester.
for Leicester. Aye, that's what I mean.
Aye, but
How many
Aye,
was in the
absolutely.
championship?
I would put him up there with the
Aye.
big
Aye.
with the big boys striker wise. Aye,
when you
100%.
think of the Premier League, you think of Jamie Vardy.
Aye.
In the modern day,
And he
last
did
decade.
that.
I don't believe it. Anybody will beat that record.
Your record?
15 games, or whatever it was. 15 games in a row.
run.
In a row.
That's one of my
Scoring.
favourite moments in Premier League when he broke that record.
At
Aye.
Old Trafford.
No, it was it.
No, it was against Man United.
at
but it was
Leicester.
at Leicester.
Leicester.
Aye.
I hate him, like, but I respect him.
I like him.
I like him, I
like
like
him.
him.
I don't mind him. Like.
No.
Where could he go?
He just gives it back. He gets a lot of stick, but he just gives it back. Eh?
A Wrexham or something?
You'll
Aye,
drop it.
he's
You'll
been
drop
like
it, league.
Wages will be too high. He'll be a good championship player.
Aye, absolutely.
He's still quick for 38.
Oh, fuck,
Aye.
aye.
Rangers?
I did see that the other day, actually. He'd rip up in Scotland.
Player manager?
Can't see him being a manager. to be
Yeah,
honest.
I don't think he's cut out
He's
for the
definitely not a
management
manager.
He'd be a statue job at Leicester, surely.
You'd think so.
Aye.
game. Aye, once he's dead.
Especially with the Hill
Winning the
league, winning the league.
Aye, aye.
He was the focal
He was a
point.
talisman, wasn't he?
He was the reason they stretched the teams, Ken.
Aye.
And he was so quick at that time. He just it was perfect for Leicester.
He's a
The way
bigger
they played.
icon at Leicester now than like Gary Lineker.
No,
Aye,
100%.
100%.
But as they said, it was bars. It was passes over the top. Because like, I heard him saying, I'm insulting Kieran Trippier by saying he's just punting it. He says
Aye.
because he can put it on a sixpence, he could turn it in the corner, he can clip it in a striker,
Aye.
he can zing it
What
diagonal.
does that nowadays? Nobody.
That's what he's saying. He goes,
But
If it was the worst ball in fit, but I hated getting turned.
Oh, now at face your own goals a
Fucking
defender.
hate
I know, but also as a defender, you've got to push up in a line. So you get a long burster, and then right, you need to get up. You're going to get back up in the line, and then you make it, and then it comes on you again. If a boy's saying a half decent game, you're away again.
Fucking hated the ball.
It's like as good as Man City are. It looks like it's easy to defend against them
Well, it is because
because they just pass it across, and you're
Tight.
just you look at the defenders. They're not having to sprint here, there, and all. They're just
Shuffling.
biding. That Palace boys get their job.
Aye, just biting 2 bunks of 4 and just shuffle across.
Aye, and they'll just pass it across.
Pass it across because we're not whip it in.
Nah. But they're desperate for a goal and they waste 5 minutes passing it about doing nothing.
I know.
Yeah.
Aye. Yep. Right, move on to Wanker of the Week this week.
Loved it, mine.
Abby's done his update, didn't Massey?
Mind the boy, the seat chucker.
Seat chucker.
I thought
Mine's
it was
folk,
him.
mine's folk going on the pitch.
Rogers.
Brendan Rodgers.
Dean Henderson.
Dean Henderson. Somebody else to throw in the pot this week. No?
Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola.
Well, the fucking
James Forrest. I'll put him on the bench.
Father was sitting in the fucking VAR at Easter Road.
Aye.
Chuck shed every you cunt.
So, it's fair.
Did you hear of Bomber Brown? Bomber Brown was the
that
Rangers
quote, didn't
TV kid. And he goes, this is corrupt. And the boy goes, well, we can't say it, John. No, I'm saying it.
What a horrible bastard John Wood is.
You hate to be a Rangers fan,
I
like him.
fucking
But then,
hate,
at the end
despise.
of the day, the difference in Mark, if Rangers won a game or drew a
Yeah,
game,
it's-
none.
I don't believe it's corrupt, but it was funny. It was funny hearing him
hearing
say
him
it.
say
Horrible human
Because he
being,
said,
eh?
this is corrupt, and the boy says, no, John, we can't say that. No, I'm saying it. I think he was a horrible bastard.
Aye,
Did you
looked
know he, like or was it Cato? Cato, some stories about him because
Cato. He did a youth set, aye.
Yeah.
against Cato's forfeit team.
Aye,
and-
He's nailing Abdi.
Aye.
Just a prick.
Right, Mug of Truth then. The Mug of Truth.
It was hard to Ken for Ian to go for
There's
this.
been
but-
quite a few over the last fortnight, is there? So, family school we won.
Oh, go on you.
No, on you go, shit.
Do identical twin brothers hate exactly same size of cock?
To phone a friend or not.
You'd take to say aye, wouldn't you?
Oh, if they're identical.
Aye. Got to be in it.
I would. I'd go for
folks
yes.
say identical. They're not exactly identical, so are you?
I've never ever seen an identical twin.
No.
Like far do we get?
Murray and Tony.
Aye,
They were hard.
They were hard to
Mark
tell.
and Gary, my cousins, man. I still.
Aye,
I
Marcy?
can't-
Oh,
I
you
that
can't.
came for Ian's fit.
Nah.
Honestly. I
So I
don't
wonder,
care.
well, let me ask
Is that
you.
their number?
Eh?
Phone.
I doubt they've compared, like,
Again.
because you phone when I would do. I can.
And I can. Yeah, ask the mother.
You'd actually be afraid to get Steph, would you, Ken? 'Cause, Ken, they could look the same flaccid.
Well, one could have just come out of bath.
Well, exactly. Needs
Well,
to
could
be
be
and one's just off a bike.
Aye.
One could be a grower, another can be a shower.
Sure.
yeah,
aye.
yeah. It's a lot of parameters.
Nah, I think it'd be different.
Yeah,
Possibly, I could possibly.
I'm
be
thinking it's
different.
going to be
It's like
same.
I think
identical
it's the same.
twins should they have the same size of boobs.
I've never noticed.
I
that.
like-
noticed.
Same size of vagina.
Well, that's dependent, isn't it?
That's a lot of parameters.
Aye.
If there's one twin had a 3 bairns and everything,
Aye.
nay.
Been Bonnie Blue.
She's a thing. I see that like a skydiver's moo.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Like a
Sorry.
wizard's sleeve.
That's a good
She
one.
is just a
Skydiver's
fucking
move.
cretin of
Jan
society.
and hippo.
Yarn and hippo. Oof.
Like an axe wound in the back of a gorilla.
There's that somebody put in a 100th person in Bonnie Blue or 100th person in a
Go
gorilla.
your first against the gorilla or
Or-
100th Bonnie Blue.
I think it'd be first with the
we
gorilla.
didn't do the Hunter folk against the gorilla.
Aye,
That would seem to be
Aye.
like a worldwide mug of truth. didn't it?
Aye.
You're getting tanned, are you?
It's a gorilla. aye.
A Hunter folk couldn't attack.
We
a
did do
gorilla.
it. We did do it because you mentioned about the eyelids.
Aye, you couldn't poke him in the
I
eye.
couldn't pull an eye.
Aye,
We had,
we
didn't
did.
it?
Aye,
We did, yeah.
You need.
No.
You struggle. wouldn't you?
Nay for me.
No.
Because all these like, if first guys are a bit
20 years
and
are-
out their fear.
You'd have to be a couple of sacrificial lambs, isn't there?
Imagine getting clocked by a...
I mind speaking about news sleeper. Get him in the sleeper hold.
Aye.
Never get around his big...
There's all that clip showing a gorilla like losing a rag, and then you instantly watch it and you go, no
Oh, yeah,
chance.
the power.
Get him, miss. But
Still funnier.
It's funny when you see the fucking folk, animals that they could
Aye.
get hiding to. And it's like 8% folk think they can kick in an elephant.
One whack of the elephant's trunk in your
Can an elephant?
Idiots.
Oh, Americans, bound to be.
No, but if there's only identical twins that are listening,
let's Ken.
Let's Ken.
Let's Ken.
Let's Ken. Just send us a couple
Educational
pictures or something like that.
Aye, we
Or
need
send
proof,
Mike,
like,
send Mike
need proof.
pictures if
My
you're male.
mobile number is
If it made you think of that, like,
I
did you see
can't
two
imagine.
twins and go, oh, no,
watching porn. He was watching twins, and it was just two
can't
blokes
imagine.
like, oh, I wonder. Watch this anyway.
No, because I would get an answer then, wouldn't I?
Aye, you would.
That's only one person,
I can't,
one
but,
set of twins.
but then in my logic, obviously the same.
Aye. No.
That can't be fit. I was thinking of must have been something wild.
Mine is Ian that Massey put on, and we put it on. I'm thinking, is that actually up for debate? And is it when you're having a shit? Is your cock in a bowl or is it lying on the seat?
How's a boy for work?
Was it?
Said that to me, and I was like the wiping hairs. Your cock has to be inside the bowl because when you're shiting, I say a wee bit of trouble comes out.
Of course it is.
It's got to be in the bowl.
But then I thought, well,
As long as a tuck.
Is there like some? Is there boys out there like heftily it?
I lay mine in tub.
It's
got to be. There's a tuck in when you sit down, isn't there?
you've got to hit your
to
piece in the bowl.
Because if you're in a stiffy and a bit pee comes in, it's going in your trousers.
But it's disgusting, is it? Especially like it works both. Again, your piece is. It always touches the fucking rim, does it? Other pieces have been on that rim.
Put a bit of tissue down for you.
It's
got to be a full wipe procedure before you sit in, especially in a site toilet.
Paper
spray thing.
Then you get a wee bit in your hand, you dirty bastard. But no.
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 You get a wipe, then lay the paper down round about.
Do you do a wee inspection before you sit down? You hear through all the cubicles and think, he's got a massive skid mark.
You've got to do that. If there's more than one, you've to inspect them and see if it looks the cleanest.
I was in site last week and I went in and I needed the Jimmy Riddle off. Come on, off your site.
Jimmy
my
Riddle.
God.
You could take great fun.
It brings you back, does it?
Horrific.
Great fun pissing the shit stains.
I was trying. I couldn't manage.
You lose a bit of pressure.
They were baked on. No, we bet, yeah.
And nobody wants to clean about the toilets.
But why you not cleaning yourself?
Well, I can, but some clatty cunts in building sites.
Some of the building site scenes are fucking. I've seen some bad shitters in my building site.
But they're all good nowadays.
Before they get shit, like right up in the rim, you're like, how the fucking hell did you get your shit up here?
Fitz happened to
Why is there a line of shit in a toilet seat?
I know.
You can tell it's like shit fed. They crack their ears on a seat.
Well, that's where they're wiping the wrong way, isn't it?
Aye.
Nah, that's what's happened there.
We had a toilet in the room last week. Best flushing toilet I've ever had in my life.
Was that good?
Oh, fuck.
Strong.
Me and John was in battles to see if I could make a mess in it. And obviously,
strong flush.
Gone. Can also drink in for. And the last day I beat it. It was just a wee bit like a 5-10 pint. But I got it.
Is it because the flush is strong, or is it the design of the toilet? Because I always think, see, if you paid like £1,000 for a toilet, it better name Mark. And I paid all this money and it marks. I think a cheap toilet marks, but an expensive toilet doesn't. Like your old school armored shanks, the big chain and the cisterns fucking 6 feet up. And can they da mark at things?
No, you need a good flushing toilet.
It's about the
school toilets.
The sloping at the back.
Aye.
Because I've got a toilet in the house. It's awful. Must have a slope back a while, and every time I have shite, just harls the back.
Nice. This no matter fit you do, you're going to mark it.
Nah, I'm contemplating shitting backwards on it, just to see.
Come on.
Yeah,
see, I've spoken about this before, and I reckon
did.
if I've told you about my idea for Lovey.
Aye.
It's facing the system, so you could get your stuff up in it.
Nah. Well, we're not here now.
Great design. And Mike's just proved my point.
Nah. I think it's something to do with ceramic.
Oh, it will do.
If you
like Teflon,
good ceramic looks like it's cracked almost. It's an expensive ceramic guy.
Burnt ceramic.
You've put it in the oven too long.
But now it's a cheap shit new, is it, Ken?
Probably need a stainless steel Lovey. They were a mark.
Aye. I've seen baths.
We shitting it.
No, baths, right?
Why are you shitting in the bath?
You can hood them up to the daylight out of windy.
And you can
see through.
Oh,
that bad.
God.
I mean, all steel baths. You need 4 years to tuck it in. You used to hate a bracket. To tuck it out of a house because it was so heavy.
I had a cast iron bath in my house. And I took it out, and I'm not joking you. I thought I was going to kill Lisa. You go in the front. and I had it in
you never put hard down and you.
Come on, you horrible cunt.
That is. That
is your order for you.
You've got to tuck it.
You've got to take it heavy in.
I was taking all the weight.
If you're putting a grand piano down the stairs, you're at the bottom.
The risk is the person at the bottom. Aye.
But my granddad used to put M himself.
Hardy hooer.
That Mark Train smell like that in here.
honest she does. in the bath, and then go up the stairs.
Heavy, man.
What a weight, man.
Must be about 100 kilos, that thing.
Easy, man. I'm not joking you. Holy fuck.
You couldn't even break. Can you take a hammer, big mash hammer? Doing,
Ding.
doing. You still couldn't have broke him. You take a mash hammer at a bath now. You just go clean
Right
through it, neighbour
I
that.
wouldn't need a marsh hammer.
Hero must have fed a few of them himself.
Oh, just under the Rockstar.
Twa. Aye, so if somebody's listening, if I ever do put a question in, it's awful. Abby's cock's in a bowl.
Aye, it was
Yeah.
it was a boy at work.
Oh, boy at
asked
work.
me, do you put your cock in a bowl or do you lay it on a seat?
Is he an animal?
He must be. It's a
must
kiaka.
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 High sixes up there, Ken. Weirdos.
Red feet.
Must have had fucking size of 2.
Jerry Moss, you've got a
Right.
fucking few of those.
Aye, so I thought I saw you need to put a bit of a play on it, right? Would you tack 50 grand if all your mates got £1 million? Or if you didn't attack a 50 grand, nobody gets nothing.
Would my mates ken I'd the 50 grand?
Aye, but your mates would be.
Aye.
So you'd get 50 grand, but if you team the 50 grand, all your pals get £1 million.
Aye.
Aye.
You would tack that.
Yeah.
Well,
Aye. I would.
nah.
Nah,
I'd be better. I'd be too better.
I'd be like, this cunt's a millionaires.
Easy
I
life.
I get 50 grand.
I'm struggling along here.
Nah, we're all getting nothing.
Aye.
But
course.
put it this way, right? Would you take 50 grand if 10 strangers you didn't again got £1 million?
Aye.
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 You wouldn't even think twice. Oh, I give me 50 grand. But was that your mates?
Life of Riley. You're struggling to fix your car.
Boys going to Vegas and you're going to fucking Lossy.
Not wrong with Lossy, like, but
I would. I would.
It's more a decision though, is it?
Aye.
I think so. It is.
No, not for me.
Nah, but you're a
Yes,
good
man.
lad that way.
I would talk.
I'm
I would talk a 50.
I'm just a
the
better
$1
man.
million.
I don't believe you're the same as me and Mass. You'd be better than that. You wouldn't take it.
You
Why
see
would you
Duncan getting £1 million.
No, no way.
Drive. We are come on. The Ferrari's parking up and you're still stuck in your piece of shit electric car.
I can, but then it's making everybody else's life easier, isn't it?
Not yours though.
Abby comes
So
down
that's your life harder.
Doesn't it?
Abby comes down with Gucci suits, you come in with your stonewashed jeans.
It doesn't affect my life.
Yeah.
It is.
It doesn't affect me.
Shed.
Why does it?
You're in the group chat, Ken. Boys.
Alright, we're off to Australia. We're off to fucking Vegas.
I can't afford it.
Aye. Abby's like, no, look.
Got a big selfie on the yacht.
Because nobody's gone cheers shed. They're just gone get right round you shed, aren't
If they
they?
were real pals, they would pay for you to go as well.
Correct.
Aye.
So I've no problem with it.
You're a better man than me,
I'd be
Mass.
doing it. I'd be 100% be
Can I pick a 10 pals?
Oh,
I got
Was it
10
just 10?
pounds.
Is it just 10, is it? I know I would do it. Fuck it. Why would you not? I just
give you.
again, no, I would. I would. I would. 100%. Yeah.
nah, you're always a good
Yeah.
man,
Do
shed.
it.
You're a good man,
Of course you would.
Aye, yeah. The fucking good guy.
I'm surprised Shed would like.
Oh, but I'm getting 50 grand, mate.
Yeah. It's nothing. Abdul's got $1 million.
Because let's be honest, Abby's looking forward to golf days so they can meet Mike because he's a good guy, aren't
It's
they?
50. It's 50,000 I'm getting, though.
Aye. Abdul's getting. All your mates are
Million.
getting $1 million.
Have they got to squander it though?
You could easily.
Oh,
in
easy.
nowadays, you
Aye.
could probably squander $1 million there.
Oh,
but
yeah,
fucking
there'll be some fucking good times. man.
Oh, fuck
aye.
I can't
And you
buy-
wouldn't be involved because you can't afford it.
Well, I would, because you're 50 grand here.
I've
kid.
done that though.
Eh?
I've been there and done it. Okay, when I was younger,
Aye.
we were laying and Abby's having a good time and I'm here and babysitting and stuff
Aye.
like that. Same, been there, done it. I wouldn't bother me.
No.
No.
No,
Yeah, you're a good man, you're a
I'd
good
get
man.
everybody fired in £1 million. Fucking yes.
As long as you're saying parties all the time and we're invited.
Yeah, true.
Exactly,
Living
yeah.
a bit of the lifestyle when you get
Aye.
invited to stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can I say,
Would you-
although you're not hard up, I'm a bit hard up. Any chance you could just maybe.
A couple of grand.
No,
Aye.
no, I'm not talking my money, but could you pay for me to come Vegas? I'm fucking
Times are hard. Kids.
tough.
Aye.
If you could choose a 10 as a puckle boys, Ken, I wouldn't have mind seeing him
I think-
get £1 million.
I think I'd be
There's
hard
a
up
few of them I'd be a bit annoyed at.
Aye.
choosing a 10 and missing folk out, that'd be difficult.
That would be easy.
That'd be the easiest bit for me, like.
Would it?
Aye, picking the 10.
So you've got our other group chat
For the
all
folk with the
boys
money.
are in it. For all the boys are in it. Mm-hmm. You're selecting boys out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, brother.
Aye.
Aye. Oof. You heard it here first, folks.
Am I getting $1 million?
You're first, my last shit.
Oh, thanks, Michael.
Aye. But, no.
Lying bastard.
I'm not even on his list.
That's a good one, though.
That is a good.
What do you think of that? Do you hear it?
I heard it in a different way. I heard it. Would you talk 50 grand if you're the person you hated the most got £1 million?
100% no.
That'd be no.
I was too easy.
That's an easy.
I was easy. I'm too easy. You're not talking 50 grand.
No way.
If the person you hated the most gets $1 million.
Nah.
If it means if they team the million, he might have fucked off.
I can't, but he's got £1 million in,
Aye.
and you hate him.
Aye.
No way.
No. Good Ian. Before we're going on to fantasy football next, are we? It's getting tight. There's
So
only
we've got one game left.
one game.
Nickel Mayer, far the fuck did he come for? Was he in the top 5 or 4?
No, he's fairly moved up.
Right,
I'll go through
anyway.
top 5 on the way. In 5th position, JCFC 2463. In 4th position, Robo Keith Robertson, Robo's Raiders 2469. In 3rd position, Liam Lonsdale, LLFC 2481. In 2nd position, Chopper Neil Chapman, NC United 2483. And in 1st position, Nickel Mayer, Mayer United 2490.
So far, realistically, can still win.
Top three.
Top 3.
I'd say top 3, Michael.
Chopper's bottled it. He's been top for ages.
For ages.
Top 3, 20 odd points. Well, mind you, if you look at Nickel Mayer, 64 points, and somebody's got 43 points, it's 21 points of difference. But there is still a few games a night, though, so you'll probably see that
Change, maybe.
Liam Lonsdale, for example, he might have a few players that are playing a night. No, he hasn't. But you'll hear Murphy gone in for Isaac.
That's only 2, so is it?
Yep. So,
Fuck knows.
God knows. But it's tight.
It's good. It's good. Go do the last game.
Yeah, that's good.
Your league's been more entertaining than the Premier League.
It is, actually.
Yeah. Buy me a coffees this week. Do we want to see if we will? We'll look next week.
Next week.
Next week when we finish it.
Finish.
Not me last time I looked.
I'm 113th, I think.
I'm bound to be worse than that. I think half my team's not even there now.
Right, buy me a coffee this week.
Yep.
Duncan, you want to read it? Because since you're the closest.
Yeah. Chris bought 3 coffees. Hi lads, really love this pod. Moved from White Rashes to Berlin a couple of years ago, and your podcast always makes me feel like I'm at home. I'd have bought 4 coffees, but I can't trust anyone who shares a curry with their wife and is satisfied with one poppadom. Here's one for Murder Marvel Massey. I met a lassie in 2016, fair tidy, local when I was still living at home. Was seeing her for a few weeks and she was always a bit shady like, but anyway, I find myself in a hotel room. Something's definitely up, so I ask her what the problem is. She gives in and tells me to Google her name, so I did, and was she nae banged up for a few years for being part of her dad's murder? Holy fuck. Anyway, I managed to get it up and have her the most nerve-wracking 12 minutes of her life. I'm on the front to back wiping.
Oh, we need that
Jesus.
name. Need that name.
Chris.
Super.
No, the name of the fucking murder plotter.
That's Chris Haney, who's
Could you imagine? Could you imagine it? You've had a Google.
Impressive.
Tell him.
Impressive with the boys bid hard.
Aye, exactly.
Mind you said, would you sleep with a 10 out of 10 murderer? Would
That's
you?
right. It was one of the mug of truths, was it?
Was I?
Was that? If she was 10 out of 10, but she was a
Must
murderer.
How many folk would see that through? If you're sitting there with lads, she's telling you that, are you seeing it through?
A murder plot.
She's not really.
Well, we've spoke about again. You drive in black ice to get your end of wire.
didn't care how-
You could risk it.
Plus, we don't know the dynamics. Might have been like beating up her mum or something, or a load of stuff, and she's thought he has to go.
I'm just not understanding why she's brought up
Aye,
that
at that
convo.
moment.
Well, what here, but by the way,
I killed my old man.
She
help my
wants
mum
him.
kill my mum. My dad.
She wants him to have a fear.
I think it's a kink of hers.
Aye.
A fetish. She
Aye.
likes the.
Fear powerful or a guy.
Aye.
She made it up then.
I think
Well,
so.
no,
She's
Googled
Googled her
it.
name.
Oh,
It's Googled it.
Aye, it's right.
But maybe that's why she did it.
He needs to private messages the name so we can research it.
Google it and find Farsha Bides and try a hole with it.
Especially if it's 10 out of 10.
good enough.
Aye. Fair
What a
play.
story.
Maybe that's why you fucked off to Berlin, was it?
He's maybe on a run.
He's maybe on a run now.
She'll find him. You never rest easy.
Social media, never escape it.
Nah,
No.
go on.
Mobile phones.
Aye. That's it, aye.
You're fucked.
You're fucked.
Do you think if you was to run off your wife, she would ever find you?
She wouldn't have fucking looked for her.
Oh, Kirsty definitely would be.
If I she'd fucked off, that's fine.
Peace.
Fucking moaning face cunt, you.
Well, that's 2:58 past. We obviously Big Friday, as Friday we mentioned at the start of the pod, the Rainbow Rogues Texas Scramble that
Yep.
we're holding up at Turriff Golf Club.
Yeah.
Obviously raffles on sale, Facebook, Instagram, forever you are, £5.
Five and a thumb.
There's about 50 odd prizes up for grabs.
Oh, there's
so
a
far.
lot of.
A lot of prizes.
I think we've got 47, I think.
I'd fucking fire pit the
It's a beauty, aye.
Oh, that's a beezer.
aye.
That's a bees, aye. I'll be waiting out in the
Ricky
garden.
Markey.
A lot of work to put in that, by the way.
Ah,
to
it's
make
tidy.
that.
Hope I'd have to post it though.
I'm contemplating to see if I ever wins it. I'm going to say I'll
It's
bite
not-
off,
it's not
bite
a
off you
raffle.
for 50
That's
quid.
not a raffle price.
Oh, aye.
Is that a raffle price?
It's a raffle price.
Nah.
Aye.
I'm keeping it. I never had it. Did he say it was a raffle price?
Aye.
Aye. If I was keeping it, like,
Me?
I'm keeping the fucking
I
flat.
didn't
Did I?
hear nothing mentioned about raffle price.
Aye, he did. Because Katie said he's
got
going to
mark-
give us
he's
the
good-
polls for the sponsors, and then he'll mark us a fire pit for a raffle.
Oh.
Ask your wife when you go him. Ask mum when you go him.
Aye.
typical, he wasn't listening.
Or maybe what is it? Paul Rank.
Have you got, Abby's got the call signs ready for Friday.
that
was funny.
The 9-4 or 10-4.
10-4.
To the heavy wallet.
Breaker one.
10-4 to the cardiac arrest. 10-4 to the season ticket holder.
Have you going?
Somebody did some. It was somebody.
Can't remember if it was it.
It's on the chat.
Was that?
Is it? Somebody.
Nah, but a lot of good prizes. I think a lot of folk give us a lot of good stuff.
Aye.
And a lot of work's gone in, so I'm looking forward to.
I'll be happy once the last group goes out.
Aye.
That's when I'll be able to relax.
Aye, exactly.
I'm pretty relaxed.
I'm pretty relaxed.
It'll be a good crack.
I want to get out on Thursday, set out and I'll make sure that Abdi's signs go up fine.
Aye.
Aye.
We're prepped.
I will get my decks and set up on the Thursday night as well. I've got a massive speakers from my brother.
Have you?
Aye.
Cool.
And an amp and that. So.
You get a pad leaderboard computer thing?
I've got it set up, so it's a PowerPoint, so there's going to be like few slides, and then the
Aye.
leaderboard will come up, and a couple of slides and stuff like that.
Could you put up like Faz longest drive and nearest the pen and shit like that?
If you would.
Because you could update that because
Update
we're
it.
getting
Aye,
mana, aren't we?
Man up.
Walkie-talkies.
Walkie-talkies.
Or just keep
Gary
it.
Smith,
or
he's
keep it, or-
4 feet 8 inches.
With the pen.
You nearest the pin leader.
Get out of the banter going on now. WhatsApp. Get the
Aye, a
banter
couple of
flying.
days, we'll get a banter gun and fucking kick off. And
I just want to get going now.
I do. I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
aye, but thanks to the sponsors.
And
Abdi's,
sponsors and
aye.
updates coming.
Aye.
Yeah, heap of sponsors.
A heap of folk to thanks.
Aye, heaps of folk,
The
yeah.
support we get is amazing, honestly. It really is. It's
Mental.
It's fantastic.
Mental how much money it's been received and
It's fantastic, honestly. We couldn't do it without your support. So
Yes, it's.
big thank you.
absolutely
I'm looking
amazing.
forward to see Abdi on the day.
Aye.
If you're not coming to the golf and you're not got a team, come up by it tonight.
For a
Come
couple
on
of
for a
beer.
crack. Come on for a crack. We're asking for team names in the group chat, and so many team names you can. The kind of clientele we're attracting here. Like, if it was that in the night, it was quite funny. Something about
Liars. No.
tight lies and cream pies.
Well, here's another thing. Stroke it like you mean it.
There you go. So,
Well, good stuff, lads.
looking
Looking forward to Friday. Hopefully, if somebody's listening, they will come up by on Friday evening for a disco and stuff like that. Just fire up and we'll
Come up and hit
get
a
a
beer
drama
and-
with us and
aye.
have a good crack.
Come up and buy us a beer.
Aye. Fuckers can't buy us a coffee. Bees will buy us a beer. Right, well, let's take it easy. Ta-ra, ta-ra,
Adios.
ta-ra.
No me moleste mosquito, no me moleste mosquito, no me moleste mosquito. Why don't you go home? No me moleste mosquito, let me eat my burrito. No me moleste mosquito, why don't you go home?